I think a lot of people know what the announcement most likely is, but
Yeah, I mean, Tom was talking about that earlier, wasn't he?
Yeah.
did Finny get a friend? No, I can tell you. We'll just announce the IRS-a-thon officially in a little bit today after the games.
NRG is a team that also did that in their series up against DDG. Again, it's very few errors.
There are drops on. I don't think I have drops on today. I will in like 2 days.
DRX, they came in, they looked dominant. I mean, it was a close, like, if I'm not mistaken, Abyss was a 6-6 half, and once they swapped over, a completely different brand from them. They were looking dominant.
Unless it looks like I have drops.
Like 5 or 6-1 up, while Team Liquid couldn't figure out that.
But since I just got access to Watch Party, I don't think I have drops until it takes like 48 hours for the drops to get activated.
Which was the surprising thing for me.
New skate game came out, dude. I saw that.
Yeah, shout out to Korean Zelsis as well. Baby Zelsis, we just saw him on screen there. Bane, I think there was a lot of questions.
How often you guys stream champs? I think I'm pretty much gonna stream it every day. Hey, if the watch party today goes great, we're only watching one of the matches, DRX versus NRG. I just figured I didn't want to wake up at 6 a.m. because I went to bed last night at midnight. But tomorrow I'm down to get up earlier, and then the next day.
Like there's a lot. It feels like there's a lot more synergy. I think individually as well, his level is a fair bit higher than Estrella. So I think that it makes sense that he's back in the roster, and the fact that it allows them to be a little bit more free with how they play looks great.
And of course, Human being the tip of that spear as well. We actually managed to get some of his thoughts on DRX's experiences at Champs so far in our Omen.
I've been watching so much VCT, trying to learn to get better at Val, but other co-streamers barely watch. Oh, interesting. Not everyone has permissions, though. That's probably why a lot of co-streamers aren't watching. Normally, VCT Champs co-streaming is pretty restrictive. Or not restrictive, but just like, there's a limited amount of spots that people are allowed to co-stream. And now the games are about to get, like, super hype. So, to be completely honest, I actually didn't really want to watch too much of the first few games. Because, like, the first bracket ones don't really matter. Not that they don't matter, but you know, it's like there's no one's getting knocked out right now, you know. I'm like, this is much more fun.
Seen this one before. A 1v2 chance for Marco. Nats on the other side. This time he delivers a Trex is on just 2 HP. He's had an insane round so far, but needs a little bit more. 20 seconds left. Marco can just
You have to have permissions for it. Yeah, you do.
Feel that we have
You see Prelude 2.0? I did. It's actually nuts, dude.
back in Pacific, and I think with more
The melee is
aggressive
insane.
that we can play more aggressive, which means we will take on more fights. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would say DRX is at 7 out of 10 right now. Yes, I think we have more to show.
7 out of 10 is a good start, but honestly, with Abyss being back in the pool and the way that they played Abyss, I might bump that up to like an 8 or 9 out of 10 if they can keep farming on this map.
Yeah, for sure. I think the way that they were playing their combinations of that double duelist was just wonderful to watch. Like,
Double duelist every
I
time.
saw this quite often with the
Ugh.
from Waylay.
Yeah, because we have today and tomorrow are. So I'm looking at the schedule. I'm seeing.
Meantime, it's fading back out and then getting into the back line. It made it so difficult to play against that it just looked like Team Liquid were completely out to dry.
When's the first like knockout match? Because today, is it tomorrow?
Just that the approach in the replay of just the Yoru's POV, you'll see that.
I mean, actually, sorry, not first knockout match. Today was just.
I mean, we don't see Waylay getting picked out in that dash, and they like what 0.15.
It's on Friday. Okay, perfect. That's.
Where they're vulnerable before they hit the refract. So like
That's gonna work out great.
You're getting info, you're getting out, and then your Yoru's able to take the space for free. The more impressive thing for me though, because it's one thing to come
Day after tomorrow, perfect. We have just enough time to catch up to speed, and then what? Like, because realistically, the matches where people are like, you know, just maintaining winning versus like fighting for their life on their tournament life, those are the matches we really want to watch. Those are the every match past that point is like incredibly hype because it matters so much. Yeah, that'll be Liquid versus EDG and XLG versus Sen, and both of those are knockout matches, which is like so much hype. I like, dude, oh man, I'm gonna be wearing my Sen jacket.
And I don't want either teams to shy away from it, because DRX certainly would be very comfortable to go to Abyss.
Yeah, I think that's the only worry, is that when you have such a poor defensive side, in the case of NRG, I don't know if you want to go up against what is a very aggressive double dive that's hard to play against.
All right.
Rely on you being able to catch out their defense when the opponent of Liquid failed miserably at doing
What's
that.
up, Patrick, on the YouTube chat?
It's a safe bet. DRX would probably pick it.
Yes.
Because I don't know on the other side if NRG are going to be as
No, bro.
They
a
should
bit of a rough
be.
start.
I think they should.
I think the only caveat to that I'll give is that you look at the styles. What I already said about NRG was they like to take a lot of post-plant fights on site. They like to be that little bit more in your face.
The Sen stops being China teams is gonna continue, bro. The losers run just always happens, man.
When you look at what DRX have to offer, it's a very good composition.
Surely Sentinels
And I
beats
think maybe stylistically,
Xyli Gaming. I don't know the team at all.
I don't think
XLG.
they should be scared to play this.
Are they good? I mean, they got 2-0'd by Paper X. I mean, Paper X is a phenomenal team though, so like.
To catch up with him ahead of today's game.
Mika and Bella here with Bane of DRX. Now, Bane, we missed you in stage 2, and then now you're here on the champion stage, of course. I wonder how you felt stepping in for champions.
They looked good against DRX though.
Adjust to accommodate this.
챔피언스 파리를 마쳐 돌아온 베인 선수를 만나게 됐는데 이제 챔피언스 파리 시간이 많이 부족했던 만큼
Hey.
팀도 그렇고 베인 선수도 많은 노력이
All I'm saying though is like,
준비 과정에 대해서 한번 들어볼 수 있나요?
our bracket could still be right for I think everything so far.
못했던 것만큼 팀에 좀 잘 스며들려고 노력을 했고요. 팀으로도 그렇고 저로도 그렇고 연습할 시간이 좀 부족하기
I think so far.
노력을 열심히 해줘서 지금 좋은 결과가 나오고 있는.
Oh shoot.
My main focus was to
NRG has to win for my bracket to work. I think I have NRG and EDG going forward on this.
and because
I should have put NRG and DRX, honestly.
For champions pairs, I think our main focus was to just make sure that we were vibing, and we actually are killing it so far.
Well, yeah, DRX looks good out there. 감사합니다, Bane, and good luck.
It's 08 on maps right now. Okay, we're good.
But we're killing it. They are killing it, aren't they? Are they going to continue to kill it?
I think
How
so.
many
I think
channel
it's
points to
really
ban
amazing.
Patrick from the YouTube chat?
In
Damn,
a couple of
they're
matches.
coming for your throat,
I'm
bro.
excited for what we're going to get today, because I don't necessarily think we'll get the exact same map pool as you said. I hope we get the Abyss. I think that'll be a really fun match to watch, those clash of styles, but I don't know. I'm interested to see other than that.
Well, me and Mitch don't think they're going to keep killing it, apparently. You
damn.
start,
We've been
Mitch.
outed.
Yeah, you start.
Yeah, I think realistically, like I said earlier, NRG, they have that little bit of a deeper map pool. It gives them an advantage when it comes to the Veto. I think that if we end up on a Corrode, the risk-reward of running that double Odin hasn't paid off in the previous game we saw here on stage. But you keep running it, it's oppressive, it makes you rethink, it makes you repace your game, and it will work out eventually for those beautiful kills that we know are coming. So I think that for NRG in general, they've impressed me more. DRX, they certainly have a deep bench to fall back on.
Well, there is a ticket straight to playoffs.
Guys, I'm gonna
It's gonna
paste
come
my
down to
camera.
DRX
There's a chance my
and
OBS
NRG.
crashes.
So it's
Let's see
time
what
to
happens.
Which one is gonna be
Nope, we're good.
joining
Okay.
Paper
Sometimes
X?
it just
They are
does.
being
It crashes at the
both
weirdest
people.
things. I'll crop a source and it crashes, but I can paste an entire group of 18 different sources, and it's fine. I'm gonna move this camera around. I need your help, guys, figuring out where we're gonna put this camera for VCT. And
Both DRX and NRG were
Bottom left.
incredibly impressive in their opening games, winning the games they weren't supposed to win. But
we gotta
yet
wait till we're in
they
game. We gotta wait till we're in game.
once again for one of
We
the
could put
biggest
one. We could have one in like top right for like mid game, or like not mid game, but like in between games or something, like bottom right.
faith, in them.
But then like during the game, I think we want it on the right side here.
Oh. Well, that was the interesting thing with the Veto, is both teams.
'Cause you wanna
had
see-
sunset. So it was more who was willing to float it to
And
then
shrink
get
by
another
50%.
match.
Bottom center, like we're playing a fighting game, bro.
So clearly
How about
feels
center,
like
center, right under the crosshair?
DRX is gonna be difficult, but then
No. You don't want to be top right, bro. Top right will block the kill feed, bro. And if I'm on the left side, I block the map. This is the right spot. We just need to align it correctly.
Well,
throughout stage 2. They played it twice, didn't win it once. So
Corrode?
it is definitely a strange look from the outside with just that data.
Haven, Corrode, Lotus?
Bringing Bane back.
Do we hate ourselves?
They had that little bit of time to recreate. They focused on their individuals, but I think this is probably going to be a comp shift, or at the very least, a playstyle.
At least it's not Abyss, I guess. But I think I'd rather play every other map besides Corrode and Lotus, personally.
This is a dream for the side of NRG.
Like, I'd rather play Sunset, Ascent, Bind over Corrode and Lotus.
Better win record on every single map that we have in the pool, and Corrode and Lotus are their 2 best maps statistically. So yeah, they're going to be in a great spot. But I have a feeling, based on what we've seen so far for DRX, all the
That is crazy, bro.
They're going to bring 3 Odins.
No, I think they're going to.
There's gonna be so many Odins, bro.
Every single comp we've seen from them. So reading into what they're going to be doing, like, I'd be very surprised. For example, if we're seeing flashback on a
Good morning, Meg.
into Haven, which is what he was playing before.
Yeah, and I think just touching on that as well, you said about Lotus and Corrode being their best, well, including Champs, they played those 2 maps in total 11 times, lost once. That was a Lotus. Other than that, they have been dominant when it comes to this. So for NRG, this is and like I said, it's where they get the advantages in their map pool. When it comes to trading blows with DRX, it could be a different story based on what we've seen so far.
Looking at the agent
it's
select,
back. It's back.
Yeah, this is literally what you wanted to see, right? And what you predicted.
Yeah, I'm very happy. That double dive, it's obviously.
Oh, it's such a fun comp, bro.
Neon, but I think that is a more comfortable choice on Haven in general as of recent. A lot of people bringing that in. On the other side of things, I don't believe any massive change.
Neon Waylay is
so
hype.
For the side of NRG, this definitely isn't their strongest map, and I think they will have known coming.
Can we get an orange Red Bull because it's so early? I actually ordered Starbucks, so I got freaking a dragon fruit refresher and a little breakfast sandwich.
In terms of reimagining, and now at Neon and the Waylay, they certainly have a shot at taking NRG down.
Well, our spot in the playoffs is on the line, so who better to take us through the action than Doug and Ender? Over to you.
Thank you so much, Into. Yeah, these 2 teams came out of the gate swinging.
Dog.
On the stage here in Paris, Christie, and now they're the ones duking it out for a chance at playoffs. I mean, you think about the strength of both of these teams.
I'm gonna crack my energy drink. Damn.
This is going to be absolutely incredible. America's #2 team coming up against a DRX that just had a big upset over Liquid in the opening round.
I mean, NRG kind of also had an upset against EGG, no? Like, it was like they won the last game, like, what, 17-15?
Like they're already flirting that way with flashback, the first contact.
I see what I'm saying, chat.
Out onto the side, you've got utility dumped.
See what I'm saying though? This camera needs to be like slightly up.
Really like this approach from DRX with this flank as well, coming into A. Freeing still on low HP, and now that Scuba has dealt with him, now the post plant might get a little bit more awkward. All of a sudden, you have to worry about your flanks if you're DRX, but they've got 3 players stuck on site.
Remember, Scuba was a stud for NRG in their last matchup, but this time Bane was lighting up the kill feed. Psalm falls, and all of a sudden, this attempt, the bite behind this retakes gets lighter and lighter, and they continue to crumble. Just Scuba and Brock left.
Can you turn off annotations? What?
Try to win this pistol out for the number 2 seed.
That might be on your side.
Too many targets to choose from. Scuba will find one left in 1v2. Mako weak. Time falling short.
Oh, the dart, bro.
A little bit late. If Scuba
Yeah, just stick out of him.
Maybe there's a shot, but no. DRX will walk away with the pistol.
Bane, a guy who hadn't even played with DRX at all in stage 2, comes in as a major surprise for the roster, for everyone that was watching Pacific. And yet, DRX went out in that opening series with him in the lineup, and now it's him picking up 3 kills in the pistol here to set his team up for success.
Christy, you and I were talking about this prior to the match starting, and it really feels like DRX kind of has to win on Haven to get a shot at this. This is a great start.
I mean, when you look at Corrode and Lotus being 2 of, just straight up NRG's 2 best maps, this is very much a must-win for them. Although now that means converting cleanly on a anti-eco round where there's this really crazy Viper wall that's been thrown down into mid. It can
Harbor, bro.
a B out of garage, so I think DRX putting a lot of resources in now. This drone to make sure no one stepped up behind that. They're also leaving Freeing in that space. Although NRG are stacked pretty heavily towards C, which is where the
it's insane RL8.
All huddling down C now. Again, utility dumped out onto the site.
I want to see more Waylay because like she's really good right now.
Suggests the same. Yeah.
It's just people haven't gotten used to playing her yet with the buffs.
Absolutely torching NRG.
Just haven't fully seen it yet. And Mata's so good too, man. Oh.
for
It'd be
DRX.
so fun to
This is
see
unique.
like
You know,
NRG just go the distance in
Neon
this
Waylay coming in
tournament.
here on Haven.
NRG like making it to like top 4 or something would be so hype.
Neon gives so much creativity for DRX.
Like ready to
get
wait
into sights. You
down
can
as
see
Waylay
some
more than
of
Raze
the
right now.
first
Yeah,
round,
I
especially
think that's
the
valid.
verticality that Hyunmin's gonna
Raze
give
is still so
access
fun to me,
with the Waylay.
but
You saw those
Waylay
waves
is like
jump up on top of the
ridiculously
site.
hype.
Well, the dive into backside is coming in so quickly with the Neon, and you're gonna see the same thing on these C execs.
I feel like it's so hard for new players like Mata and stuff
Same thing with the Ace.
to like maintain their heat, you know? Because like Mata's mechanically one of the greatest players to play this game, and he needs to like, now that you're on a national stage, he needs to just like maintain that ego, you know, of like, I am the best player in the server, you know? Because I think he is. He probably like realistically he probably is.
17 HP?
But like being able to play with that confidence all the time is so much harder.
It's not necessarily ready for Fring to be up in the smoke.
Yeah, there's danger in that. Tries to spam, doesn't connect, and so he moves on. But the trap lies in wait. Mako, meanwhile,
Jeez.
backside.
Assassinated. Oh no.
And DRX lighted up once more.
Damn.
That was mental, Doug. The double TP is on site from Mako. This guy calling an absolutely ballistic round.
My food's here. I'll be right back.
About the Waylay and the Neon and how much activity you can get on these execs. The fact that Mako is the one to be jumping it back here. And then Ethan just teleports straight into him. So already the bonus round paying off massively for DRX.
Let's go!
And NRG in a miserable situation to open up the series.
Yeah, the finances for DRX should be good for a long time, and you know, you would generally look at this and go, hey, this is a really early timeout, but you know,
yeah,
conventional wisdom would agree. This is incredibly early, but given how these last couple of rounds have gone, I don't know that I necessarily mind.
I mean, the thing is, NRG now need to deal with these just fast execs. That's what DRX are running. We've seen 2 of these just instant B pops. We've also seen a lot of lurk pressure from Fring. In these B exec rounds, it's been 2 rounds where Fring is going into sewers looking for quick timings. And on the round where DRX were, you know, playing that anti-eco and setting up C, he still went for that late lurk through B and got a couple of kills on the flank. So these are the primary things NRG need to fix.
Dude, what is this POV cam? It's like I'm playing the video game as him playing the video game.
This is not a tack timeout. This is a tech timeout.
Oh,
that makes a lot more sense.
Right.
Yep. I mean,
I need to get a cam like that, bro.
How to fix these things while you know, our monitors or whatnot get sorted out.
Yeah, that does make the early.
I think he would be a fairly good player based off his mental alone.
A bit more sense
I think I'd
doesn't it?
suck.
No. It's yeah. You know, sometimes when the tech comes into play, you get a little bit of extra breathing room as well. You can try to get your heads set back on straight again for NRG. But I have just heard that we are going to be jumping back.
Oh, okay, W.
Okay.
Thankfully, you know, we had one of these.
No, I think mental's like, well, okay, here at a certain point,
yeah,
like everyone's the same skill level. Most of these people that play pro are like not mechanically better than me, like that much better. You know, obviously they're good, they're very good at the game, and they practice way more than me. But from like a purely mechanical standpoint, it's not like, oh my gosh, Kyo's a Radiant and now there's a whole different level of pro. It's like, no, they know how to play utility round better. They know how to play as a team better, and like that aspect I don't have experience in. If I did, I think I could do well. And then just like once you're at like the base level of that, once you're at the base level of that, it's like 80% mental. I'm gonna be honest. Professional sports, esports, doesn't matter. It's like 80% mental. Like everyone's already in the top 0.01% of players. So like the difference between somebody who's at the top 0.01 of players and the top 0.001 is not that much. You know, the difference in actual players mechanically across the board, it's so much mental. Welcome to the stage, Kyo, the only VCT player to not use a rifle. Exactly, bro.
So with that in mind,
just me just farming clips and making YouTube videos. Mid VCT.
Bonus was borderline flawless, and NRG have a number of problems that they need to solve, and they need to do so relatively quickly.
That initial hold is going to be a big deal for NRG. I think just figuring out if they can actually stop DRX from breaching through these choke points. And I think the early conditioning from DRX with a couple of B hits might
Dude,
end
we
up
just
pulling
make
more
a
members
premier
of
team.
NRG onto the B side.
Me,
Try and
Eggster,
hold against this.
Yeah, Mada's already
Royal
taken
G.
that way.
Exactly, and that can free up space onto the A site where currently
Royal
it
G is
just
going
one
classic
people. I
only.
think the
I'm
value
trying to speed run an agent.
Viper Orb right
Eggster's
there
Yoru
is so
only.
high for just bringing rotates in,
We
especially
get
with that quick
Shiro
feedback on
to go Sheriff only again.
Paranoia. Women dashes out onto the site, and that's already another flawless double dive hit. I mean,
But this is where I think compositionally DRX just hit a gold mine up against NRG, who are playing this old school style Viper composition. This Viper comp,
I hate Viper on this map.
into the site, right?
It can work, obviously. I mean, double controller's good, but
But the fact is,
Oof.
the speed at which Neon and Waylay
against this
into
comp
that
is like
site
not
makes
good. Like
the
Killjoy also
network
against Waylay is not good.
because DRX instantly have full control of a site, which in previous metas you'd never be able to accomplish.
I feel like it'd almost be better to have like freaking Sage
I
or a
think lot of
Vice.
this, you know, as we were just talking about, here's that Viper Orb that just gets disrespected.
Yeah.
When you've got
That's
Waylay
crazy.
dashing over the top of it and, you know, fully diving behind the lines.
I think the trick now with that Viper Orb is I need to start seeing NRG players playing inside of it. They need to allow the Waylay and Neon to
Extra probably gonna be a
force them
VCT
and
next year
find
anyway.
timings to
Yeah.
launch the back line as they
Envy,
scale
right?
in, thinking the space is clear.
That's one of the things they'll have to solve. Another attempt at solving this bit of a mess is Mada's got an op online round 5.
I do like that.
Yeah, Envy will probably win Ascension. I'd be shocked if they don't, honestly, at this point. They're definitely like,
slower rounds, which,
Right.
as you can see,
I mean,
isn't really the vibe
they don't
of
have
the
as much
game.
experience as some of the other tier 2 teams,
Being
but
part of their
I think they are like
Yeah, so
the best
other
of the
solution
teams.
is you try
Jeez,
to
that
full
utility
retake
usage
and,
is crazy.
you know, use the smokes like this one into
Like, you just
backside
have to give the
get
site
back
entirely.
quickly.
There's
But
no
this
way
is
you hold the
really
side on
hard.
the left,
You
on the
can't
right
get
side of
that
the site
off
like
right.
that.
It's
That
now
was
been
insane.
focused on
Sorry.
offense.
They
And
just
no real
freaking
their ultimate
Omen
strategy
blinded
is
the right side, darted
defense.
backside, and Waylay ulted left side all at
Waiting
the
for
same
just the right
time.
moment to strike. Utility goes out. The dive through from Mada, tucking into the orb, finding the kill, make that 2, gets on
Oh!
with 3. Graffiti
That's what we
is
need.
taking, as is the site for NRG.
That was absolutely gorgeous for Mata.
That was
Maka, the sole
perfect.
survivor
Oh,
here, does end up taking Mata down at the end of it, but NRG will get their first here up against DRX.
So what was the difference there? What did you see that was so drastically different from what we had seen the first 4 rounds?
I mean,
They
two things
gave
here.
the
First of all,
site.
NRG just
What's the
full bail
difference,
out of the
bro?
site. They decide to play full retake. They don't want to deal with the Waylay ult at all.
Sure.
And then it's Mata here, that quick transfer onto the second player. And this is what I'm so impressed by with Mata consistently. This is why he's the ace king of Americas. 10 aces in his rookie year. No one's ever done that before in Valorant history. But he is so quick on transfers and seeing that pathway through these very complicated rounds. There he comes.
the Hollow Knight?
flying out
Nah,
of heaven,
I haven't.
sliding
I
in,
haven't
playing up
actually
his
even
stun.
played like the original Hollow
And if
Knight.
he's
Not
playing
even
like
Silk
that, these
Song.
retakes are gonna work, Doug.
Psalm's opping on Viper? Bro, we are...
Once again, Freeing taking this cheeky little angle into a short.
Yeah.
We are
even
making
the
moves.
Smoke that NRG are throwing as a bit of a default. That one we saw Mata peek over just a few rounds ago. And I think by dominating this A main space, it frees up the rest of the map for DRX to poke into a very weak C side where it's really just Psalm posted long with the op.
What do they have? Killjoy and 2 more people on A site.
Brock is within striking distance.
And then
I
Psalm just
suppose,
alone
and-
on C with an op.
Yeah, there's a little strength to this C. I think the question is, where did DRX decide to go here?
Yeah, this is interesting calling from the DRX camp. After so
This
many
is
quick
a
rounds,
very
this time
interesting
it's slowing
way
it
that
down. It's a bit of a
NRG
mid
is playing this.
test. Now a drone doesn't
Like, they've
find anything.
Droned through garage and saw
They're
nothing.
going back B.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it, it's always when Freeing is A short,
Yeah,
that's when
sure.
they're popping into the B site, and this is no different.
I think one big difference here is remember the ults that they have at their disposal on the defense.
Really good retake ults, even denying the plant here with Andre's Fury.
Yeah, Brock is already set up and spawned to do just that. So tap of the spike leads to the ult committed.
30 seconds left.
Well, fancy footwork will keep them alive, but will buy a little bit of time.
Ooh, NRG are a bit scattered though. Now this Paranoia
What's up,
not
dudes?
going to be available on the retake, and Flashback is still fighting up.
Scuba has his ult. Flashback is in trouble. There's no real easy way out of this. You kind of have to take your heels in and try to take the fight. Meanwhile, the ult in exchange to try to clear out the lockdown will succeed. Winman pushing the pace, looking to fight forward, stunned up, forced to take another one, and falls at the hands of
Oh.
it. Meanwhile, now Bane and Mako, 2 left standing side by side. And now it's just Mako in a 1v3. Brock sticking the
Beautiful.
We'll get it all the way
Beautiful.
there as NRG
Hey.
find a thread to pull on, and they can
NRG just had to really slow these rounds down. Like, play full retake. Be willing to give up sites that you're not, like, fully on together.
But very good moment-to-moment calling out of Ethan. First of all, they deal with that lurk, right? The timeout they called previously was all to deal with those lurks. But then, NRG were set up. They're rotating 3 players over towards C-Link to start the rotate in. As soon as they heard flashback,
Oh, let's go, Mona Lisa.
Two of those players started shifting back over to deal with that forward aggression. And it was in that moment, I think, that NRG sort of saw the way to get back into the site.
Yeah, I think another thing that we have to mention there, I talked about him a little bit earlier and how pivotal he was to NRG's success in their last series, but Scuba seems to be warming up. 3 kills in that round, snappy with it too, as we have another quick tech pause. This one
Little
is
breather.
Right, another tech pause gear. But yeah, I do think NRG have found a little something here that they can continue to rely on.
For sure. I am a little hesitant to be so overjoyed about how NRG have found success on the last 2 full retakes.
Oh, Mata's hitting the rest, bro.
They're playing. You know, you think back to
the micro
the
sleeps.
early days when this comp came into the fore. It was all about the quick flood onto site. It was about never really allowing the plant to go down.
Sure.
And that's important because
I wonder who's tech paused.
Doesn't have the greatest retake utility. You don't have
think it's Ethan?
reach done, the flashes, you don't have the drill to push people out of corners, right? And I think that this comp has gotten a little bit better than when you saw this comp back in 22 or 23 because of the neon. You have that extra sun. It's a little bit better than the
anonymous
in that
gifter.
slot. But it still should
Do
be
Kinson,
so
let's go. Thank you.
that they can make these
And
retakes
Wanderer,
happen,
thank you for the gift
unless
sub as well.
Mata or Scuba are finding these 3Ks like they just did.
Right, sure. So we'll continue to look into that and see how that plays out. I am being told that we are ETA soon on getting back into the action.
Is that a technical term,
Right.
soon?
Yeah, soon.
Soon
Yeah.
TM, I think is what we call that one.
Right, yeah. And so assuming all goes well, we will be joining back into the game here in just a moment. If you are just joining us, welcome. You missed a banger of
Yeah,
the
that's
first
not-
series. And
not
now
wrong,
it's
RL8.
early days, but we do seem to have a
Like
bit of a
they-
fight on our hands between
They're
NRG
banking on
and
them like
DRX.
getting 1 or
Both
2 on the
again,
way in and then just
walked through
winning
this series
numbers.
confidently. Both had
Winning with
great
numbers on
opening
post plant.
starts. First half of Abyss for NRG.
Which,
That was
to be fair,
really
it
good.
worked the first 4 rounds in a row.
And I imagine they do too. But honestly, they've looked great up until this point, and now we're really getting to see these two teams clash with such wildly different stories. I mean, DRX go 0-2 in their playoff run, and they get in as the number 4 seed, and NRG surprise everyone, making it all the way to top 2, and ultimately falter. But talk about form coming into this, it's vastly different.
Yeah, I mean, I think expectations were high for a team like NRG because of what they did in the playoffs, and everyone's like, DRX at the 4th seed, they get it on points. Bane's coming back into the roster. That was a last-second, update. Like, what actually happened there? And yet, with DRX knocking down a number 1 seed, I mean, talk about how crazy this tournament has been. We've had 3 of our 4 number 4 seeds beat the first seed.
But it's with the 2 gifted.
The opening regions
Thank
in
you.
that opening
Let's go.
matchup.
Thank
Just absolutely wild
Holy
stuff.
crap.
That has instantly put DRX into the conversation among the best here.
Yeah, well, it's because, they didn't get to play in group stage, and so they were a little cold. And
right.
The number 1 seed bye.
We needed
so
the
Do you want to go pro out?
group stage.
Not really.
And then the number 1 seed's could have delivered.
Exactly.
I never played Counter-Strike,
Coping.
so
Notwithstanding, we are back.
it would have
into the game
taken me
now.
like at least a year or 2, just like learning all the game sense to the point where I'm, caught up to all the Counter-Strike players, right?
Always these C-long holds from the off. Apart from
And at
the,
that point, my like content
anti-Veto
creator
DRX ran in round
arc
2. They haven't really gone heavy down long.
Just a bit short on that
was
shot,
like
but that alarm bot will still be in play.
pretty
B.
solidified. So at that point, I was kind of
Ball
done,
goes up. Immediately proc the Nano 2. They're
Jeez.
onto this. That was really
Viper
quick.
Molly,
Neon
KJ
can
Molly.
melee into garage, and Scuba gets a kill.
Lamada backside with this operator has to be forced out. Fully spotted up, but he gets the kill off the lasers. He's still fighting through this site, tearing apart.
Oh, just cooked him, bro.
It was a perfect call. I mean, it looked like he was the one who was in trouble. He was the one who was pushed back off the op, and he had the ace up his sleeve.
Yeah, the ace is stolen, of course, by the utility on this B site. The combination of the Volm plus the
W ult, bro.
swarm there, but my word, Mata. Just a
W ult. Just freaking finger blasting. That's awesome.
DRX will throw a pause on the situation.
I thought they tech paused again, dude.
Let Termi get involved in the conversation, and we'll see. I mean, so we saw early on the double dive was working for DRX, and it was working quite.
Bro, that ult is so
NRG start to make some
so
adjustments, and
busted,
this time
man.
things fell a little bit funny
Because it's
there
either
because
just like, all right, one tap
you
neon,
chalk
good
that
luck,
hit up
or
to a
you're
couple of
dead.
different things that maybe aren't necessarily macro specific, but what's the adjustment here for DRX?
I mean, ultimately, it's going to come down to the post plants. That last round,
It's like such a
one because they were running this like
what is it?
B hit.
It's not like really RNG, but it's like kind of RNG. You know, it's like skill based, but also RNG that you don't just like take a bullet to the head. You know?
The previous 2 rounds are the concern for DRX, and I think they need to look at how they are playing in tandem.
Is that Chick-fil-A?
On the sites.
Dude, it totally could have been. It's early enough.
Right next to each other inside the Viper Orb.
Damn it! I could have got Chick-fil-A.
How is that happening? On the B post plant, you know, maybe Flashback is fighting too far forward on his own instead of falling back and playing, you know, good angles together off one another.
I'll have to get out one of the other days.
The way forward for DRX, because as you said, apart from that last round, every single hit has been a success for DRX.
And so NRG, we'll see what they do here. Again, it's time to op in the hands of Sam.
Yeah.
And it's Odin still for Brock.
Mata was able to get boosted up here, jumping out of heaven onto default over to the box.
So responsible for your
really
disappointment? No.
hold for NRG on the C side. They're going to let their
You've reminded me that I need to
Sam
get
and
Chick-fil-A
Scuba take
soon.
these more forward lines
That's
for
a good thing.
information. I think projecting that level of threat, very important in a comp like this where usually Killjoy and Viper are the ones playing more passively. You need to have some rounds of that threat.
Which flavor
so
is the
DRX
orange
can't
one?
just walk
Is
in
that
for free.
the apricot one?
Scuba might be in some trouble here if they continue to commit onto this garage.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately his job is just get one here.
You might get a shoulder.
Ugh.
Oh.
He saw the belt, I want to say.
But
Hard to know for sure.
yeah, and so the ceasefire continues, at least for now. They're rotating back towards A in the face of the 3 into Mata posted up.
Exactly, but this is where Ethan's going to have a paranoia going down the long angle.
White Peach?
as
Yeah,
hit
the White
comes
Peach is so
That's
good.
going to be big. Brock is holding on to a dart. He can shoot out from heaven and then spam with the Odin. This will be NRG's best shot at holding DRX heavy exec onto A.
Paranoia at the ready as the wall goes up and the smoke goes through. The second
Paranoia
one
is
Mata's
traded.
actually the first to fall. Flashback
Jeez.
back sight. And Brock tries to do his best from heaven, but he's smoked off. Can't really get involved in the situation. And with just over 10 seconds left, the spike goes down.
Yeah, Scuba ran down mid, threatened the flank. I believe broke a tripwire. So DRX have sent Hyunmin to deal with the flank. That was maybe an opportunity to get back in, but it's still one operator for Som.
Tough spot to be in. DRX with the numbers advantage. Flashback does have his ult.
I don't think you play this one, NRG.
I think it's
don't
smart.
they do either.
I think it's actually a
they're
really
calling
smart
save.
save.
And honestly, you look there and you're like, how is it possible that NRG failed to kill more than one player on the exec? I think a large part of it is that DRX were very quiet in the approach. It wasn't DRX barreling down, you know, long, barreling through short like they had on previous A execs. So NRG didn't necessarily have
Hello chat, hello Kyo. Is the Silva speedrun done finally?
information to be able
It
to
is. We have a
react
few more
to.
videos
So
coming
they
out
had the
though.
paranoia, but still weren't able
We're
to
a little behind on videos
players. I might have
because
liked
I
to
ended
see
up
an earlier
streaming
dart come
so
out
much.
from NRG in
So
hindsight.
if you see a finale part 1, 2, maybe 3, 4, who knows?
No, I mean, when women's shooting like that, yeah, okay, sure. Snappy out of him. And so DRX hang on to a 2-round lead. They still have Flashback's ult. They still have Mako's ult.
Now, what do you think about Haven?
Same 2 big weapons on the side of NRG.
Is Haven defender or attacker sided right now?
This is looking like that
It
quick
kind of
short
flips
burst
based on the
round
meta and
previously
based on the
three had been
teams.
going
Like
for,
sometimes
and,
it's like,
Cage
oh
on the
my
cross. This time not
gosh,
choosing
bro.
it. Usually when DRX have been heavier,
Cheeky little smoke from
Yeah.
Mata to
That
tuck in, not
smoke
attack
dart
the dart and still hold that
tuck
A line with the
was
op.
I like that
Kinda
a lot,
epic.
although of course this time DRX hadn't committed into that space. Maybe going back into that one with the drone later on.
I love Haven as well.
Will be the name of the game.
I think Haven.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, they haven't seen that yet. So,
No, not at all.
yeah, I imagine we'll see that play out.
As a
in
matter
the
of
next-
fact,
I think Haven is like somewhat defender sided right now.
It's usually been Brock
It really
starting
depends on
one
the
and falling
comp,
back into
though.
sight.
Like there are games where it's
So
totally
start on the
attacker sided
sacro
too.
angle.
Like
Does
if the
not
enemy
look like
team's
he'll be
running a
tested
breach
anytime
and
soon.
it's just like owning, like it doesn't mean it can't just be
DRX
attacker sided.
continue. I mean, the whiplash and change of pace, how they've approached this attacking side is almost, I mean, it's almost jarring.
Yeah, it's been much slower ever since that timeout. Now just pulling a paranoia, you can see how much, you know, scariness.
This
there
is the
behind
angle
that
we're
drone.
opping on?
Mata's gonna get
Bro.
tested, the smoke just
The chip in the brick.
taking that line
He's
away
silent
just
jumping
the right
that.
time.
Cute little jump peek there to spot the players coming in. And this allows time now for NRG to shift back into the A site. DRX aren't going anywhere, and neither are NRG.
They're waiting on
What's
the
up,
other
Garb?
side of the smoke. They clear him out. The paranoia through a couple of members here. Brock once again smoked off. Cannot play. They've
It's
lost
probably-
sight. So NRG
I think
will
for
once again
me-
try to flood their way out.
Last time on this A retake, it was all about Mata. Expect him
know,
to
man.
swap over the guns
Spike play.
and get back into this site, but so much challenges. Now the smokes go out to the site. It's time for NRG to act.
What's the go button? What's the spark? What's the catalyst to go? It's actually Ethan who takes first contact. Sam close behind him with 2 kills of his own. Freeing. It's done so damn well, but Scoob up top, it pops into 1v1. Flashback with the ult. Scuba drops down. And
Can't really win that
Flashback
one.
takes him. 6 for DRX.
Flashback choosing to pop the ult there is just instant checkmate. There is nothing you can do dropping out of heaven in a situation like that.
I agree, J-Dog. I think Haven's one of the best maps in the game for sure. It just always has been.
Different hold this time for DRX as well. Getting right up on the other side of that smoke.
야 얘네 리테이크 할 때마다 계속 여기 가면
Stopping them right in the corridor. And that's one of
I
those
feel like-
adjustments we're hoping to see out of DRX in the post plants. Play forward, don't allow NRG.
I feel like NRG's playing Haven too similarly to how you should play Lotus. Am I crazy in thinking that?
Forward down into mid, and with the positioning of Mata as well, close garage. I wonder if there could be an idea to maybe peek out off of that alarm bot, because once that alarm primes, you're also going to have Ethan challenging on this higher angle.
Choosing to play full retake on A.
Yeah, the second Ethan sees someone, there goes Mata.
Yeah.
Mata might just go now. I don't know about that.
Yeah, a bit early. Worse for wear.
Like,
I mean, but it's
they're literally running double controller, which is what they're going to do
NRG
on
just being
Lotus.
Denied any
Like,
amount
if we
of
go to game
information.
3, NRG's running
He gets
almost this
picked.
comp. They might swap for, like, a Breach instead of Sova.
And now things slow down.
Or
once more.
even...
Tides turn, whereas before it was
Yeah,
NRG without
Breach
info,
or
wanted to
Fade and
step
maybe a
forward, get
Raise.
something
The
done.
Raise
Now
isn't
DRX down
really,
numbers,
like, as
back in garage,
necessary.
sees the gun.
And Sam gets one. And gets away. Might get a shot at the second.
That was so much
Mata weak, stays alive.
This is awkward though. Doug.
self-control
30
to
seconds left.
not
Look at the
instantly
spike
try to
down on A
wallbang.
short. They're gonna fake a pop into B.
But
and try to
I don't even know if that
sneak
was
this guy up
self-control
into
or
A.
just, like,
And that was the relief. That
a
was the
missed
last bit of pressure
opportunity.
They needed clear. Scuba falling opens the way for them to go. Ethan has to win out all these fights just to have a chance.
This is forbidden technology. This is the legendary B to A split out of DRX. Gunman made it all the way around, but on the other side of the map, Mata has jumped over the tripwire on the flank.
Let's
think
go.
he knows. But he's gonna miss the timing.
He didn't hear it.
No.
Either 9 months, bro.
Mata slipped the net, but he's so weak. He still might have a shot at this.
We only have one more day where games aren't knockout matches. And then Friday starts the knockout matches, which are the funnest games for me. I just, like...
What can DRX do? They try to
Damn.
white their way onto this.
Damn.
They try to hang on, and it falls into 1v1 once more.
Dude.
Mata was the surprise, but now all
So-
attention, all eyes on him. A tap of the spike, a challenge, and Mata seemingly unwinnable. How do you clear that out? The cam falls, yes, but now the real swing
Tough.
comes through. DRX gets 7.
It gets a bit dicey there towards the end with Mata on the flank. But it was this walk-in from Flashback, I think. Gets the team straight back in the round. He ended up falling. But his work into mid,
One enemy remaining.
just taking straight up duels. That's what won that for DRX.
Gonna be during lunch break. Let's go.
We'll keep a close eye on those clutch moments.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you've got 2 really good teams. Those are offensive difference maker. It looks like there's a little bit of B aggression here.
NRG want this walk down. They've heard the spam all the time, but there's not really been a mid-swing.
No.
The camera on the right side,
They
though, is
might
gonna
have
stop
seen his
them from
gun.
continuing
Oh, no.
the encroachment.
Did not see him. This is...
No real way for them to know how much space NRG have taken, though.
At a certain point, do you just gamble when the cam goes down, or do you just hold for the inevitable reclear?
I have the spike.
They're waiting for now.
Oh, the
He
cam gets
pulled the
back,
cam,
and
bro.
now
They
you
were all
go,
running.
go.
Immediately starting to accelerate and push the pace. They have a trip they're going to have to deal with. Nah, I don't know how you get over this. A bit trickier of a problem. And so Mada tries to go fast, and you see they've separated.
No, he
Their
walked right
timings,
by
freeing,
him.
looking for the second. Meanwhile, a couple of ults popped. That will clear the lockdown. DRX still in a position to hang on to the side while Scuba buys his time and waits.
These trucks aren't doing enough damage.
So much time on that flank. When he chooses to activate, he needs to find some kill. And yet Bane is holding him down on long.
They definitely are gonna expect another
Take the fight,
the
Pulse.
reflank though,
The duelist just getting the best of him. Meanwhile, flashback.
and he needs to go faster.
NRG are stalling out here.
It's easy for me to say that. I'm gonna watch everyone on the map.
Getting active. Scuba
Wow.
getting 2 kills, and just like that, the site's cracked wide open. Mako and Freeing trying to hang on to this site. Waiting for the challenge. The spike has been taken for a little bit. The gun barrel's there, and the double swing. Mako and Freeing, hang on.
How many?
Wait, NRG won the round, and then they just lost, bro. They're like that. It was a 3v2, and then just everyone died.
DRX, because things got so uncomfortable. The smoke that NRG keep putting down onto the site continue to divide up these DRX players.
Oh my gosh.
Forcing them to just play on their own.
And you saw it there. The observers pointed it out. The gun barrel was visible on Mada's screen, but so laser focused. Tough break, and DRX capitalized. And so into the last round of the half we go. A couple bolts still in play. Mada taking the space. An aggro fight here.
I love this from Mada. I want to see more from that.
The last as well, walking down into B, now taking that forward A space. And by holding on to these forward lines,
These are the plays that Mada needs to make. I promise you.
Exactly where
I
DRX
promise you that's how they
headed.
need to play.
And they can stack heavily onto that side of the map, but it hasn't really seemed like the
Like, yes, everyone on
matter
Energy is
for
so
NRG
good. Mada's
because of
probably
how
their best mechanical
overwhelming
player.
The execs are.
And like,
The Neon Waylay.
you need to make sure that he's
you can
feeling
only
like
invest
that.
so
That
much
he feels free to
defensively.
do that.
It almost feels like NRG are praying for a spam kill to go right so that they can just take some amount of utility out of the equation.
Like, not all the time,
Across the map.
but see, then he stops.
Drone now comes in for the
I mean,
replay.
I guess he's gonna have to, but I guess it's good
Brock
bait
is
for
the
Brock.
trap. I don't think they're going to clear him. No, they're not. Beautiful.
That was really good bait, actually. But I think they need to let him out of his cage, bro.
Meanwhile, a pit invested mid.
Yeah, saw him playing right up in it with a shorty. DRX wanted to pivot back into the B side, but there's an alarm bot. There's a Viper. There's so much
Garrett,
fuel.
paper
30
exited.
seconds left on the clock.
He's still in the pit. He's still
2-1.
in the pit. And Women gets decapitated.
So now it becomes a mad dash towards the C site. Still a turret holding that approach. So DRX make the noise. Now start shifting back to A. They have to deal with the Neon. And then I believe Bach is going
Arrow TX1, let's go.
They're not going to see him. I don't think they know he's
I like that
there.
better. I'm gonna read your name as Arrow now,
10 seconds left.
not Arrow.
The spike gets through, and Mada is the thorn in their side. Trying to spam and stop the plan is exactly what they'll do. 3 for the duel.
Hey.
It's the flawless round as NRG get to 4.
That's a great round.
Timmy said it.
Out the half for NRG, but they are still
4-8.
into this second bleeding. Down 8-4 and being tested really in every single round. It's only this little bait and switch that ends up working for NRG in the final moments. And these shots from Scuba as well. You cannot undersell how powerful Scuba has been on the global stage.
Yeah, I mean, both teams have 5 guys that are just frying. It's just the macro that's been the difference. We've got an interview down at the stage. Lou is standing by with a very special guest from the side of NRG. Lou, take it away.
Et j'accueille une nouvelle maman NRG à mes côtés. Guys, let's give a warm welcome to Carrie, Ethan's mom. It's a pleasure to have you here, first of all, an honor. So, and the first question I wanted to ask you, we see your dedication being here, rooting for your son. So I wanted to know, what's your best
Why
memory
DRX
of
shooting like
Ethan
Prime Garza?
Of course, winning champs.
I've never seen Garza shoot like that, bro.
I think it's hard to beat that one indeed. Donc c'est quoi ton meilleur souvenir de ton fils sur Valorant? Eh ben évidemment les Champions en 2023, le fait qu'il ait gagné. My second question, Carrie, is going to be very clear. You know, your son has been there for quite a while, right, in his sports. But I want to know, do you think he is in his prime currently?
I think so. I love seeing how.
No, he's well past his prime. Already won a world champion.
Gamers, so I think he's in his prime, and he's got a long way to go still. So
Yeah.
this is oyster.
Definitely. Donc, est-ce que tu penses que ton
Chad, do you know why that-
prime à son plus grand niveau? Eh ben oui, je trouve qu'il
I don't remember where I learned this from or when I learned this.
beaucoup de classe et qu'il a
That saying, "The world is your oyster." Do you know why? Do you know why that is?
Merci. Thanks to you, and we're gonna see if
Because I've always heard that. You know, like, oh, the world is your oyster. Like, I've never really thought about it. Like, oysters are kind of gross.
Thank you so much, Lou. Yeah, I think that's a
He's
fair
washed
question
up
that
as
needs
the
to be asked,
beach.
Tracy, as we take a look at the Coinbase
The
scene.
world is an oyster, bro.
Is
Why?
Ethan in his prime? Like, is this the run that he hits again? Because
It's
right
actually
now,
such a
no
wholesome
tough spot in
saying,
the
and I
second
never
half against
noticed.
DRX.
I mean,
The
hey,
world
you
is your
can be
oyster
with a
because
little
in that
jumps,
perspective,
I say, yeah,
you're the
sure, you
pearl.
want it again, you can be in your prime doing the
You're the
IPL
gem.
stuff this time round.
You're the gem in the world. You're the pearl in the oyster, is what it's
Stage
saying.
two playoffs, he was very strong for NRG. But I think now as we come into the second half, I would like
That's
to
the
take a little bit
perspective.
closer of a look at Flashback and Yunman, the double duelist for DRX.
Isn't that
While their
so
mission was
wholesome?
very clear on the attacking side of things, and they have built up a nice little buffer here of 4 rounds. On defense is where they're going to have a whole lot more options. In terms
They've had
of
crazier
how they
comebacks in
win.
this tourney alone.
Obviously,
Hey,
that
yeah, they won, what,
capability
17,
can
15?
be pretty powerful in terms of breaking crosshairs and getting
That's kind of
back into
weird.
the sight, but
I liked it
also
better
have some
without
options to
context.
go for more aggressive
You like it
fights.
better without you rather just have an oyster?
And so back into the fold we go. We take a quick look at the defensive setup for DRX.
What if my oyster doesn't have any pearls?
Not much interest in fighting
Well,
for a main.
that's more of a
Lot
you
focus
problem than
on
I think.
Mid and garage.
Yeah, a lot of times you'll see on pistol rounds this 2-2 setup between garage and mid. Mid players can hold a little double thing, and then if they run into any contact, the garage players can step out. But we've just got
Dude, they just gamble that there's zero trip on long.
Little test of these DRX retakes.
Did you see that? They shocked on default. That's a VOD review kind of play, no?
Tap, tap as the spike goes away.
Ah!
Back the first to fall. And they continue to threaten, continue to stall out, but Ethan finally getting that thing down.
Yeah, no threat of that NRG flank, and actually freeing, taking down the Killjoys, turned it around on the map.
Right. And so you have to keep a close eye on that. Dude, are they aware? Surely they know. Yeah, a
Surely.
couple of guns
Surely.
trained that way.
We have
Maybe
somebody
this is where it's
turning.
like, Green gets a free one. Oh, they get a couple all over the side.
DRX should have not won that round. That's insane. Why did Scuba go in garage?
Aces across the board.
Yeah, that was a little dance there between our
He should have just
IGLs.
never gone.
Ethan and Mako calling circles
We're going
around
way
each
later.
other, right?
They already had
Because
the
NRG
pick.
try to reclaim that garage space as soon as their lurker dies out. Then all of a sudden they don't find freeing, the guy that killed their guy. And so they go back into the C site, but they don't see him down long, so then they've got to turn around and deal with these players that have started creeping out. It was that pressure, I think, that freeing generated by killing the lurker and then disappearing on the map that started pulling NRG every which way.
Yeah, maybe that forces the scale into spawn because they feel like they have a lot of threat behind them.
Yeah.
They double swing outside of that smoke and then, yeah, immediately get dropped.
I think winning that pistol erases a lot of the concerns I had for DRX on this half. Getting this, converting here, getting up to 10, then you just need a few good ult rounds to carry it through.
Cheeky little smoke, but Flashback playing ahead of it with the judge means there's no real joy on the other side of it. So NRG
Chad, I think I'm gonna
decides
set something
to go
up.
Test the waters B. They have a trip that they're gonna have to navigate.
I haven't used it recently because I've been injured and stuff. You guys know that scene that I have on my stream where all the cameras automatically switch around the house?
Yes, they have. And I like this hold from DRX right now, even bringing a second player over onto the B site. They just droned down A-long.
I had an idea for this.
They know there's no hit coming on that side of the map anytime soon. They've got Cypher Util comfortably guarding their C.
Just now. I do that
Just freezing
on
the other
this
side of the
camera,
smoke. The trip gets cleared and immediately.
and I put my
Utility
funny
crew.
mic headset on.
Step up into that cage. I absolutely love it.
And I can literally just walk around the house, like make breakfast, and be watching VCT.
That is tough. A flawless round for DRX as they get to 10.
And we just do whatever.
Movement out of the Cypher. Taking the
Is that
moment.
not-
They break the one way that had been put down.
That's like
on
the
top of
perfect
Cypher.
vibe.
Use his own cage to do that. As a matter of fact, gets up into it.
Watching your phone? No, I got the TV behind me, I'll put the game on, and then I got the TV in the kitchen, I'll put the game on too.
And so remember here, take a quick look at the timeline and remember how the first half started for DRX, able to win the pistol. They win
Yeah, with the funny mic.
to Eco, and then they convert the bonus. And that
Well, because then
really
if I have the
set
funny mic
off
on, I
the
have
chain of events that has us to this point. DRX once again in a spot to
I have my headset, I can hear it.
Aggressive down C-long.
I can't do it today, but I'm gonna implement that.
But Scuba punches back.
Yeah, 1-for-1 is good enough for NRG.
Is J-Dog NRG Seal? Nobody's in chat right now.
Filter out and make sure that More players have stepped up into the empty space, but you can see down on.
Or hear me out, we get a headset with a good mic.
On his Cypher.
You don't like my mic, though?
NRG will have to deal with him if they decide to go back that way, but for now, attention towards C.
I believe Flashback
Seems
was
targeted.
able to pick up the Vandal off of Som's body, or Mata's body rather, on the way out. That'll be the one bright light for DRX. That in this position that Frings found himself in.
Generally, you look at this and you go, this is a one and done, but Champs is a different beast. One kill found, drops the cage, tries to cover, can't find any more.
So Bane is going to be able to slip back into the site. Now he needs one. Flashback's going to need one. Everyone needs one.
No, you can't give him two with a stinger.
Scuba tries to get them back into the round, get back into the action, but it's another mess.
That's
crazy.
Just keep on working for DRX. Bane just toying with him on the off angle.
Yo, Timmy, you still think this is happening here?
Takes NRG
after
out
the
of
4-8?
game. Bonkar's gonna go ahead and smash the timeout button. The second time he's called a timeout after the round 3.
Now, we have long talked about NRG's struggles on the attacking side, and we saw their ridiculous comeback on Abyss on the attacking side. But Haven's a bit different. Haven doesn't necessarily play the same way. We can chalk up the fact that they were able to pull that comeback off to the fact that Abyss is very attack-sided, but
sure.
I mean, that said, they aren't strangers to a deficit like this.
Yeah, I mean, they have the comebacks like you're talking about. And I think, truthfully, when I look at DRX's comp, they don't have really great tools to stall you out. You know, in terms of a defense comp, DRX are a little bit lacking in that regard. You know, the Cypher tripwires are pretty easy to be dealt with when you've got Sova Util. When you play these slower rounds, I think, is what NRG are going to want. Threaten that lurk and taking the A space behind the wall. And yet with DRX just running that aggro look down every single lane, you think they push CeeLo, Garage into the mix, and they'll have just won the game. So yeah, it's going to require NRG to dig real deep here to have any chance of taking out DRX's map pick.
Yeah, it's funny, they talk about swapping sides and how are the double duelists going to work on the defensive side. I'm pretty sure the approach has been the same. Play it super high pace, super high tempo, and don't let NRG get a breath.
I mean, it's the same thing right there. Doesn't even have to press it again to go back. He's fine to get the kill. And
what Hyunmin's doing right there, we just didn't see from NRG at all on defense. He just swung out of garage and killed Scuba.
I mean, it's just an execution.
And just like, with like no respect, you know?
NRG make adjustments here. DRX looks so good on both sides of the ball.
You don't really have the time to make the adjustments either, unless Som and Brock can do something.
A high-low like this, yeah, you get your one, but double, triple face. What are you gonna do?
Die to freeing.
Gosh, my keybinds are so weird, bro. Is that the normal keybinds? CQEX?
Nowhere left to go but forward.
Snappy on 1, 3 on the round, and yeah, it gets that pit closer and closer, but the problem is they're running out of time. DRX are on map point.
And, you know, NRG would be able to, you know, brush a map like this off. They've got a lot to look forward to. Corrode and Lotus, their best maps coming up.
Sure.
But the fashion in which DRX are just tearing them apart here, they start sowing the seeds of doubt in the back of NRG's minds.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily inspire confidence on that side of the stage. Meanwhile, for DRX, I mean, they look like world beaters right now.
Absolutely. Just riding that momentum.
They sent me the wrong thing. No.
TL. Again, some bullets down into mid early on. Okay.
That's with the spike. Cancel out, so they get the Waylay ult out, sure.
Yeah, and we heard the Omen ult canceled, I assume. Actually, DRX are still going back into their spawn to clear, just to be safe.
Right. Sure, better the devil you know, yeah.
But now that they've fully cleared that away, they're like, okay. And now what? NRG haven't seized any of these gaps that they've left by going back to re-clear their own spawn. Yeah, it's a pretty garbage drone from Bane sends that out from A-Link to make sure no one got onto the site. But at the end of the day, DRX are still in a great spot.
This trip is still up. Utility has not cleared it. Clement's gonna try to push the pace again, but Ethan, feeling the threat, off the spike, takes the fight. But there's more, there's a layer to it. Science!
It's layered like an onion.
And DRX again, Beautiful performance.
That spike sitting out stranded on the B site. DRX have 3 players here holding it with an iron grip.
Mouse button good for
With
abilities.
confidence
Depends on the
and
ability.
conviction,
Yeah.
DRX continue to push the pace. Continue to take the fight to NRG.
GG.
And every single time they seem to win it out. As close to perfect as you can get.
Wow.
A complete stop on their map pick. 13-4 for DRX.
The kings of groups, DRX.
Yeah, any
they have
movement,
never failed to make it out, and,
any
well,
movement-based
if you play
ability is
like
good on a
that,
mouse.
they're not
Every other
going
ability
to miss
doesn't really matter.
I can't imagine that changing. We'll see if Corrode has a different tale for us. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Commentating seems so fun. Oh, yeah.
Now that I'm a mom, things are different. Verizon's different too. They let everyone in my family choose different plans. We get what we want and we save money. Love that for me.
Kat, what do we think of the champs merch this year?
Esports World Cup, where we are starting off with Valorant. If you want to win, you have to win against the best.
So looking for revenge.
There's the shorty. Goes crazy.
They've all battled through the pressure and expectation. Heretics have come back all the way. Finally, we won. Finally.
Let's go.
I'm looking at the merch on the side here. I saw the other day, freaking, who's it? Alexis had a freaking wingman. It looked like a Labubu, but it was just a wingman. I think it's just the Gecko's Creatures plush keychain set on their website. It's out of stock right now, but it literally looks like just a freaking I was like, damn, I need to get one of those. They're out of stock right now. I'll get them when they're back in stock. It's so funny. I could like hang one from the mic or something. Oh, the jacket is quite interesting. I like the racing jacket, but other than that, I don't think I like anything else. And the racing jacket's expensive, so it's like kind of meh. Did you watch PRX versus GX? Not really. I was waking up then, I'm not gonna lie. I gotta shift my sleep schedule. Let me tell you, Ascendant 3 is tough. Dude, it's way more tough when you're losing 25 and gaining 14 for a win, man. Holy. My last game, I won, what was it, like 13-5? And I got 15 RR. I barely ranked up. I'm gonna send you a message. I'm up at 3 a.m. CST. What's up, Les Bob? You just got done watching the new video. Let's go. Yeah, I don't know. Timmy, I haven't played on my main since I ended Radiant. And I'm wondering what my MMR is going to be like.
Mika and Bella here with Coach Termi of DRX. Congratulations on that first map to Kaheo. And that composition actually looks very familiar. Back in Pacific, of course, Genji also runs this composition. So I'm wondering if the success on that first map is because, you know, they were just very, very familiar with that kind of composition.
이제 첫 번째 헤이븐에서 승리가 익숙한 조합, 젠지의 조합을 이렇게 다시 만나게 돼서 승리를 하게 되셨다고 생각하시나요?
일단 헤이븐 바이퍼 조합은 사실 퍼시픽 때도 너무 많이 나왔었고 저희가 충분히 대처할 수 있다고 생각했었고
I need to text Aves before I forget. I think we should probably post it like
I mean,
noon.
the Haven Viper comp, we were so familiar with it, like you said, on Pacific, and we knew that if they were to pick it, we would, you know, have our fun and take the win.
Well, hopefully that continues over to the second map. 감사합니다. Thank you very much and good luck.
We had some questions as to why DRX wanted to go to Haven. I think they more than answered it. I've got Tom and Mitch back here with me as well. And Tom, you were talking about those changes to the new compositions they're bringing. The Human Waylay is just so fantastic to watch.
It's so sick. Like, honestly, it's just enjoyable to watch someone take an agent that I think when it came out, most people were finding quite underwhelming, and then use it to such an aggressive degree. Like, a lot of the time you expect this guy to have fairly mid stats because he's literally just diving into angles and taking fights. Half the time he didn't even need to refract because the guy was in, getting 2 kills. He's like, well, there's no one left for me to escape from.
Yeah, I noted that especially towards the end of the second half where, like, he's running out double doors, refract is online, he'd find the fight, wouldn't pop the refract, then on his way back through the doors, he'd be like, is there anyone else?
That'd be really
No,
interesting,
no one
Fritz.
else? Okay, I'll just walk back. Like,
Able to see your hidden MMR.
through the roof, and it was phenomenal.
What's up, WP Hunter? How we doing?
Combination as well with the Neon, although it's not the Yoru to kind of quickly take that space with the teleport.
What's up, D as well?
You get to give a lot of direction to that other duelist, and you're flooding the site so quickly with either free space being taken, or again the ability to refract out of there and leave your Neon with some utility that's well directed by, with your information to clean up the rest.
Well, the good thing for NRG, okay, sure, there weren't many, but I think Matter at least had some moments. Like, I think you could still see some of that individual brilliance. They didn't manage many rounds because I think it was only really him and Scuba that had a game to sort of talk about, but he was able to at least get them into position where you go, okay, there's a possibility here, and I think in the next map that's going to be very important.
He was a part of a ridiculous amount of first engagements. It was always Matter at the scene of crime. And you got to feel for him a little bit because he tried his goddamn hardest.
Yeah, for sure. Like, individually, he still looked decent, but if there isn't going to be that follow-up, it's always going to be tough.
Well, NRG, not a terrific start by any means, but they have a chance to come back here as well. Bonka had to say ahead of map 2.
Mika here now with Bonkar of NRG. Now, that was a tough loss on the first map. I'm wondering what was
man.
so difficult for the team.
Has the silver run been? It's been good. We're done now.
I mean, they played a comp that we never.
We need to take notes, copy these strats. Yeah, Lobo.
Issues within the team, so
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Following our plans accordingly, so just
Stiff.
forgetting about that map and just.
Think of the 47 Vampire. Think of the 30.
Good luck, and hopefully you plan to
And 12. Think of the 25. Salwiwi.
This is a second coach from EMEA that said they did not know how to deal with a DRX comp. Lohan said I feel like I got deja vu. The exact same thing, but you have to think prepare for the waylay at this point. Prepare for it.
I think it's similar though to when someone says like prepare for paper X. It's like, yes, you understand what they're going to do, but when a team is flying at you at 1,000,000 miles an hour, reacting to something.
Do they run waylay every map right now? DRX? I feel like they should.
They have played week in, week out. It's very difficult to do.
I think especially with the way they were bleeding the clock on DRX when it came to that attack side, being able to take these super
Team VOD review followed by 6 hours of scrims so we can still lose our premier game. So down, bro. Glad your head's exactly where mine's at.
And then they would come into like 25 seconds left.
It's either we full commit and start scrimming a few hours a week, or we just start messing around, bro. We need to stop picking so meta comps, bro. We just need to play ranked and play it more aggressively. Like, let's start running waylay. Let's start running waylay raise. Like, let's just do dumb stuff, man. It does not matter. Neither of these teams are running sentinels. Like, we could just run 3 duelists if we want, man. In our premier games, I promise you it could work. Like, we just need to go in with vibes and just ego check everyone. That's genuinely what we need to do.
I think that whilst the Neon worked with the Yoru, this is so much more impressive if you're not used to playing against it. And NRG just said that was their problem.
If that was their problem, map 1, they have.
I'm pro goofy comps. That was the one to convince. Bro, he doesn't get a say after last week.
Yeah, and Tom was talking all about how Corrode is so much more of a comfortable map for them.
No, he needs to take it less seriously too, and he'll have more fun with it, and he'll be playing better too. If he's feeling confident to go to just go for a dumb omen play and just like pull it off, and if you die, you die. Like, just go for it. Don't like we need to not question it. I think that's what our vibe needs to do it. You know. We won week 1 week with Waylay Harbor on Haven. Exactly, dude.
Simply overwhelming.
Like, we should put me on. Oh yeah, I'm so sorry. I forgot that. I forgot the prediction, bro. I'm a fraud. I'll give you guys 2 minutes to enter it, okay? DRX wins game 1. Prediction.
Oh, I mean, women can just fully
This is game 2.
Excuse me, dash in and then TP out. It doesn't really matter what utility hits them.
Yeah, I suppose.
You have 2 minutes to enter now.
Up into elbow as well, but NRG have 3 players here. It's gonna be very hard.
Yeah, Lobo, I think that's what we need to do. Like, we just need to have like
say that. I mean, they've got a flash on the Yoru.
We say that.
like just I slammed a Red Bull energy into our map, into each premier match, and then we just like lock some dumb stuff, you know? Just throw me on Raze and like. Oh man, you're behind. I'm behind. Ah! How did I get behind?
Pacey, the flash over the top. They're fully running it down A. You've got a little bit of trouble. Freeing will get one, but fall away.
Wait.
Yoru things.
Yeah, fine safe.
Oh, we're still behind.
We'll be up close. Just a classic, though.
We're good now.
I think once again, DRX have shown that they can make these.
We aren't going pro, so there's no point to sweat so hard. Exactly.
Yeah. And
that was my goal when we started playing Premier, but then we ended up we started winning so much last act that I think all of us just like low-key started taking it too seriously. And it makes us worse. When we take it seriously, it's going to make us worse because we're going to play like we're scrimming against teams that have scrimmed so much more than us. We are going to lose that. Like,
and so NRG
like, yeah, we might win, but like any team that has more than like, I don't know, 20 hours of scrim experience, they're gonna beat us.
Yeah, nothing really to learn there. And so DRX will get their second, and once again, NRG fans cover your ears for a second because we have to go back into a couple of hours ago, and we need to go back into the history of DRX.
Yeah, exactly. They know how we're gonna do that.
Both halves on Haven.
Waylay Harbor, bro, they've never seen that, man. Triple duelist in Premier, they've also never seen that, bro. Like, we don't have an initiator. It's fine. We're gonna run Yoru, Raze, Waylay. We don't need an initiator when we have 3 people flying at them. Like, dude, let's just do it.
complete
That's so
overuse
much more
of the
content
Odin
and so much more
and
fun.
Lotus.
And
The
if we
Rodin,
lose
some might
every
say.
game,
Brock is always
I
making sure he
literally
can
don't
find
care.
that
It's gonna be
light
so
armor.
much
This is
more
4
fun.
players on light armor, and DRX have
And we
bought
can
up
build a
two
story
guns.
off of that too, like content-wise,
I mean, it
and be like,
absolutely
dude,
is.
we don't want to play
It doesn't
Premier
make this
like
game
everyone
any
else is.
less
Like,
simple.
if we
DRX have
win,
a few players up in B main
we're
right
going
now,
to
now
win
sending
playing
Bane
our
into
way,
mid
you
to
know?
threaten
That's
some space
so
here
much
with
more
Prowler.
fun.
Maybe pull some
Can we
attention back to
demote?
mid, so
No, we
NRG
can't.
just
I think
full camp
since
down on
like,
this B site.
I think since we're all Immortal Radiant, we have to play for contender.
And my question is whether or not Flashback is going to be able to pop the ultimate on
We
this.
just get
Do you
relegated
actually
like
send
18
that
times, and we're just
down
playing
in
against
numbers
Irons.
to try and convert
Just-
another bonus?
Yeah, I mean, round 3, you got it early.
Yeah.
Why not?
I mean, you would have loved to see NRG peek forward for a pick, but here he goes.
The dimensional drift will pave the way, or at least get a little bit of info.
And they all dodged the knife.
But there are 2 here, and they know exactly where they are. Women behind enemy line.
Dude!
TP's back away. And Flashback once again, nipping at his heels, looking to take
Nah,
the fight.
that was
And it's the
so
disaster
nice.
once more for NRG. Saw him the last standing.
No, that was so nice.
They crumble.
Follow the
Flashback
Yoru
has
ult in,
silenced
double
NRG
dash,
in these
waylay
opening 3
slow.
rounds. Completely devastating this site. Popping
And then
it
just
down in
TP
numbers.
back and Yoru pops out of
There's not a
ult.
round left for Som to play.
Nah, wait, okay, that was actually kind of cold. I'm not gonna lie, that
And
combo
this
is
where
underrated.
the memories
That
of
was
Haven
sick.
starts to
That was
surface
so sick.
Once more. You know, you could have written off Haven and said, okay, it's DRX's map pick. We've got our 2 best in the pool coming up for NRG. But now as things start going horribly wrong on your defensive side of all things, those doubts are right at the fore.
Lobo, what are you doing today? You trying to...
But he's not even going to take that swing. Just hang on to that rifle. And carry it into the next round. We'll take a look at this one more time. This was off the back of an opener too, but this double dive.
You trying to run waylay Yoru and comp or something?
I mean, the utility didn't even crush NRG. It was just Flashback's flash.
Yeah.
That's it. There was a lot sent that way. There was a paranoia, but it didn't hit them. He wasn't playing off of that. It looked a lot more complicated than it actually
Real later?
was. Every
What
single
time?
round has just been Flashback sending one flash and winning it.
Time to jump. 7-1 for the duelist.
Bro's
for DRX.
working. Working. Like 3?
Really getting away with whatever
Damn.
he wants, whatever DRX wants, to be honest.
Now the thing is, with NRG going for light armors in the last round and having max loss bonus, losing 3 rounds.
I don't
in
know
a
how
row,
long I'll be on.
they still have a buy on this. So it's not as devastating as it was back for them on Haven when they were forced to save here.
Yes. If this one goes sideways, though, might be telling a different tale. And DRX again continue this jarring, this disorienting change of pace.
And yet NRG can sit relatively comfortable knowing they have forward information in A main. Yes, mid is going to be a little bit light, but they're
Work slows
okay
down
with
a
that.
bit with champs
And
on.
even if DRX try to come back into B, well, I was going to
man.
say they have the knife on
No, it's
Ethan
valid.
to slow it down. Now that is not an option, and this pop could rip them apart.
Scuba doesn't have a spit. There's a flash, and there's the wall. And again, it's the double dash. It's again, flashback right behind him again.
Dude, this is so brutal. Waylay dashes in, makes you look, and then you look back at the choke, and then Yoru's flashing, cloning out at you. Like, you don't have enough. You should start a coaching website like Joel's.
NRG had
I'm good,
absolutely
bro.
nothing to slow down that hit.
I don't
That
want to be a coach.
Pulling that when Hyunmin goes into the site, just diving into the center there.
I'd rather coach you in your content
All of a sudden,
creation.
everyone
So
NRG
if
is
you're a
turning to
content
deal with
creator,
him.
hey,
And that's exactly when
subscribe to
Flashback is coming
my
in, popping
creator
them,
tier on Patreon. You'll get access to an exclusive Discord, and
ruining their
I'll
hold.
help you with your content.
This is an NRG without answers.
I mean, a change of scenery, a different map, but it feels to me like the approach for DRX is incredibly similar. And it's the same problem that NRG are going to have to solve. And Yinsu was talking about it on the desk. Bonkar said, we didn't know what to do with that comp.
Yeah.
We didn't know how to deal with it. It
No,
doesn't
there's
look
so
like
much.
AB here either.
Yeah, might
Lobo,
be time
I
to
feel like you
course
just need to
correct,
teach
readjust with
people
the
though,
timeout
like
because
how to get better.
NRG,
Like,
one of the
like,
weaknesses with their comp.
yeah, a coach might help you a little bit
Central
and tell you what
utility.
you're doing
Their
wrong and what you
B-side
could
is
focus
weak
on or
too,
something.
so
But at
they're
the end of the
gonna
day,
try to exploit
like they're
this
all things you can
for
figure out
success.
yourself. It's
But
not
like you
like
can see right
you
here,
hire a
apart
coach
from a
to like
Viper wall, and
give you all
sometimes
these tests or whatever, it's like it's not gonna matter, dude.
Coming down,
Like,
there's very little stall, and both a Yoru teleporting across and a Waylay jumping over it can ignore that.
if you teach yourself to ask the right questions, you don't need a coach.
Is the KO knife. So Ethan needs to stop using that, I think, for information.
I think that's why a lot of people watch my speedruns and stuff, though, you know? They're watching the speedruns because they're going, okay, how does, you know, a Radiant player climb through the ranks and learn an agent from the get-go, you know?
Someone's gonna sit in there and punish you for
right.
How do you ask yourself, what's the
Another
right
idea for
question you
NRG,
ask
like we saw
yourself
the
when you're
last
using
round
utility
with
and
the
stuff?
Step into A main from Mata could be take forward space. You see B main right now, they've got 2 players creeping forward. Now, this isn't going to matter in this round where NRG.
But I think you convinced me to sub. I didn't even know there was a creator Discord.
DRX are heading
Let's
towards
go,
A.
baby!
These are the types of ideas you can start weaving in there.
It's still early on. I haven't promoted it too much. But we have like 12 members in the creator Discord right now.
NRG
We have a weekly, or not a weekly, we have a monthly meeting, but then you can ask me any questions anytime, and I try to reply pretty quickly. We also have Aves in there and another content strategist, and my whole team's in there. So, if you want access to that, you can do exclamation point Patreon, and your name will be at the end of videos. W.
It's just wild watching this. You know, we come where we've watched NRG play this map so many times in Americas. Usually
my
they're the
gosh.
squad that's doing what DRX are doing right now.
Oh my gosh, knife him.
Knocking you sideways. And, well, now Freeing playing with his food right behind him. Can take 2 to finish it off with a flawless round.
I don't know what to ask in the stream Discord.
A shell of the team we saw the first week.
What kind of content are you
Meanwhile, DRX
making?
Putting the rest of the field on notice.
The way I see it, Doug,
Yeah.
Yo, FF on 5, guys. FF on 5.
3 main options they can play with coming into these
No,
future
DRX
rounds.
is so
Longboard's gonna
good,
be
but
calling
NRG is also
timeout,
just
trying
getting
to
slapped, bro.
adjust here. And 2 of them I've talked about. I think A, you can try to take that forward fight in mains, set up there so that the scrap is going to be in the main where you're not so concerned about that set piece of a Waylay diving above you and that teleport in behind. The second one is you play on sites, but Ethan has to be way more mindful of when his knife is up and using that to interrupt the hit, and you've got to have bodies behind that to fight. And the other one is, and this is the Hail Mary, you need to try and start blowing up the middle of the map, threatening on flanks. You give them the site, but you make the round state so chaotic that it sort of forces DRX to keep fighting forward, and in that chaos, try to win.
And which is kind of what they were doing on Haven, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, they fully reverted to this retake approach on sites.
It was the last 2 rounds of the half where they pushed out through B out of mid. They pushed down A long, and those rounds did go well for
Pickups are
NRG,
cooked?
so it wouldn't
No, we're not
shock me
totally
to see them
cooked, no?
Try to incorporate something similar, at least in the next few rounds.
And so what is the answer for the
Oh, my
number 2
pickups are
seed
cooked if
from the
NRG
American
loses this,
region?
actually, yeah. I'm kind of with you
What
on
are
that.
the adjustments on the other
Not
side of
totally
this
cooked.
timeout?
But I think I have NRG and
Because for
EDG moving
DRX,
forward, not
the pace has
DRX.
been unyielding, unrelenting.
I should have put DRX, man. Oh, wait, no, wait. Wait, no, my pickups are actually not cooked.
An eye for a knife.
I think I put DRX and EDG moving forward. I think I put NRG getting grouped.
Smoke in B main. DRX just had to use it.
My pickups might be chilling, bro.
The early aggression B main, like
Well, there
you were
was even
suggesting.
I think I put Liquid at the bottom and then NRG next.
So NRG are showing a lot of force.
Oh man, that would be so funny if that's actually the way it goes.
DRX the other way. Although that being said, that doesn't really change the outcome of events for NRG.
Right.
DRX have been very successful on these A-pops anyways.
And so they freeze.
MMBR looks like the best team from Americas. Nah, you're lying, bro.
They just explode out onto the site. That seems like that would be approach for DRX here.
Okay, I will say, Heretics is and has always been one of the best teams, but has yet to have a good showing at a
Not going to do a ton.
at a world stage. Okay,
Gets a little bit, but Bane gets
them beating
more.
G2
And now they can call
is
up
not
the
as
side
big
if
of
they
an
wanna rotate
upset
away. It's
as
just gonna be on
as
Psalm.
I think we thought it would be. You know,
is low HP.
I've always thought Heretics is one of the best teams in the world, but they just haven't had. They have. I don't know what's happened. Every time they've gone to a world stage, it just hasn't worked. Okay.
And all of a sudden, they're up in numbers. Women should be able to get the spike down though, and now left in a 1v2.
They're just a second a chance
He has
us
been
here.
a
Yeah.
demon. But this time he falls. NRG, they get on the board.
That was like their last good showing though recently.
There through and through for NRG. Yep.
That is pretty good.
Through the round. Sam's dealing with flashes from his teammates too. It's a little bit funny, but I mean,
Second 2 globals in a row. Okay, never mind. My bad.
It's just Sam.
I don't know. In my head, they're just like, don't.
Sitting in mid, he killed 2 players that were rotating over for NRG.
They've been horrible this year. Yeah, anyway, so them beating G2 isn't that big of an upset. G2 is going to slap DRG.
That was very difficult.
That's just like going to happen. I'm sorry. And then Heretics is going to slap T1. And then G2 is going to slap T1. And it's going to be Heretics and G2 out of that lower bracket. Or that final bracket for that group.
And DRX not playing fast.
You don't look that good? Dude, just let them get used to their sleep schedules and they'll be fine, man.
B-main smoke.
Yep. Trying to step up into mid.
Wouldn't be surprised. I would be so surprised if G2 gets grouped. They're the best team in the world when it comes to fundamentals.
Figure out exactly how NRG have been holding it. I mean, it's wild that NRG
they play a perfect game. They play closest to the perfect game. I think of all teams, all regions.
Alone, and that tells me that the approach on the
like they're one of the most disciplined teams of all time.
Right. Viper wall of your own.
And they play like when they have numbers, they rarely lose a round.
Now the reclear will come, but you have to keep in mind Hyunmin and Bane both with the ultimate.
So when they're playing well and they actually create those advantage situations, they take advantage of it.
Instead, it's to play back into heaven
like
and then try to retake
farther, way more than any other team.
Assuming he stays alive, Mata has to keep him up. Just waiting on the other side of the wall. It's going to be a quick try. Goes down. Mata spots her shoulders, fights into the swing, gets the best of flashback, gets freeing too.
I love that.
Now the ult hits out onto the site. The paranoia should buy a little bit of time. The defenses of NRG looking to stand strong, looking to hold.
And look at this, Doug. Mata quickly on the flank through.
When all of G2 is playing well, they're they are one of, if not the best team in the world. Holy glaze, but like,
looking for the
damn.
Delivers.
Welcome to the big stage, Mata. Smile on his face.
30 seconds left.
He is no stranger to the ace. 10 domestically in his first year.
Want to get so many aces, dude.
And now here.
You weren't here for the first game. I was telling chat, NRG just needs to let Mata out of his cage. Like on Haven just now, they weren't letting him take fights on defense, and then they just get steamrolled on a site. And then when it was DRX's turn on defense, Hyunmin would just swing something, get a kill, and go back. And it was like, dude, why are we not?
End up seeing Mako enter the back lines with his ultimate. Comboed with
like they need to let him just take a risky play, dude.
Once you're denied the audio, you have
the Waylay is new to that. Yeah, that's true.
You don't even know he ulted.
Playing against Waylay Neon was crazy. That's got to be such a hard thing to do.
Yeah, now they've got the
dude, we got to try that, bro. We got to try it from here.
Yeah, DRX can just do a bit of bullying here.
What if we just go? Can we try a 4 duelist comp? 4 duelist and an Omen. I think it'd be so good. Oh my gosh. We go Waylay, Neon, Yoru, Raze, Omen. What's the map?
To the left side here into Yard. That's where Mata's going to be playing. We'll see if he can.
What map would that work on best?
Against the other Waylay.
Flashback, taking all of this space and elbow, getting all the info that it possibly can, and there's women not far off.
I feel like Abyss that would be really good. Potentially.
As Mata waits for the challenge, waits for the swing.
Haven it could work.
He proc the fights there, and Flashback who comes out on top.
Oh, you're asking what's the map this week?
Double face on the other side of it, patiently waiting.
Ascent is the map.
But Brock with the Odin also crumbles. Gets us one, and now the ult pop. 10 seconds left. The spike still goes down. This is a dangerous spot. Manages to stay alive. With the Odin.
Any map that you can flood defend? Yeah, which is both sites on Abyss.
One of the newest additions.
Ascent would be hard. Haven kind of could work. It'd be harder on C, probably. It'd be really easy on A.
And DRX have been so airtight, so rock steady.
Dude, it'd be so fun to just start running total meme comps like that, though.
For a fight. He will slowly inch his way up. A tap of the spike. That eye's not going to tag him. Brock's going to stick it. Oh, he had a shot. Gets down to 1v1. Freeing's on the challenge, and it was a tap at just the wrong time.
Tough. Sunset probably wouldn't work.
Brock gets caught
It'd be
on
hard
the
to do that
most
on Sunset.
Brutal timing.
Too many
of
close
all
corners
time.
that you need to clear with util.
And again, it's just DRX carving up this A site. Bane just lethal with it. 3 kills on the approach from Yard. Steady 2 in the post plant. The actual site holds for NRG.
Dude, I'd be so
continue
down.
to just be paper.
4 Duelist and Omen.
DRX.
Yeah, Waylay.
And the only real response from
We
NRG has
could
been threatening
realistically do 3 Duelist
again.
Omen Sova.
I
That
mean,
might even be better.
DRX are like, okay, sure. We'll
Where
just
it's like
keep going A because
Neon,
you can't hold that side of
Yoru,
the map.
Waylay,
Up really early.
Sova,
Veto
Omen.
Has the TP proc. Jump spots that again. Gets away. Risky. But they're chasing him down. Brock tries to fill in on the space. Spam coming through.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Comfortable position, and eventually the spam connects.
We do like Sky? No, we want darts. I think we want like the dart is better. We're playing for dart. We're not playing for drone.
The op, just off
And then we
guard,
drone
flash
post plant.
drop. But once again, DRX get the openers. They get the site. They get the space. Freeing's gonna catch Scuba.
Because we just want to like dart back sight, make them look at something else. Like we want them to shoot something else.
What? Oh no. What happened there? Freeing misplays that horribly. And now they're going to rotate back onto B, and the defenses are going to be there first.
Yeah, he expected Scuba to keep on walking forward now. All of a sudden, it's a bit of a mess. 30 seconds left onto the clock. Scuba still has a molly, has the wall.
And Mata has an op and will have the line.
Oh! Wait, NRG wins this round. This is actually huge for them. That's an insane round to win.
NRG gets a 3.
Mata playing with the crowd as well.
Yes, this is what we need. Oh, there's a chance they win. I'm not gonna lie. There's a chance NRG wins from this. Like the whole thing.
What just happened there in mid? That was wild. The start of this round was such a disaster too. Brock getting spammed away. Taste of his own medicine, but through Kyungmin's hand and into Flashback's chest, that collat wins the round for NRG.
Yes, man. Yes.
So maybe Mata is the spark after all. 9 and 6 still has the op in play, and DRX's attack side has slowed down. Not just in the rounds they're winning, but in the pace they're pushing.
Yeah, dude. This is our guy. This is our guy who's gonna save NA right there.
No.
The guy who's swinging mid
They're gonna push behind the stone. Sam's ready
with
for
an
it.
op through a Viper wall.
Mako a bit too far up. Still a couple of rifles to play on the side of DRX.
The flash is brutal.
60 HP, but Sam swings, gets
Oh!
3.
And you see that energy just transfers to the team right there. Boom. 3v1.
How in the world does he do this?
Genuinely, this is how games are won.
NRG gets a 4, and all of a sudden, yeah, they
You
might
need
have
that
a shot at this
crackhead
thing.
energy. You need
take this next
you need to
round,
just
then
do
I'll start
some
believing
stupid
it.
stuff.
But NRG,
You need to let
see
your good
ability,
players and like your
excitement on
fraggers just do stuff.
I mean, even just Mata there after playing up with the crowd. Feeling the hype going for the early peek down into mid. That has been severely lacking so far today.
The heavy double dive, full send onto site, dump everything, and overwhelm the defense of NRG has stopped.
Most hype thing. Come on, man, let's go.
To me, like, it's not even like they're
Nah,
still trying
Sam
to
gets
do it,
hype and Mata gets
they're able
hype.
to navigate around it and find a way to beat the good against good. Seems like, to me, DRX's approach has changed.
Yeah, they've started to add.
But I'm telling you, if they, it's all vibes, bro. It's 80% mental. If you think you're better than the other guys in this situation, with how much everyone has practiced, the skill level is not that different. If you think you're better and you play like you're better, you will be better. But it's so easy to lose that confidence if you lose 4 rounds in a row.
You're gonna have a Fade ult, you're gonna have a Waylay ult. Like, let's just hit a site. NRG have not proven that they are able to hold that site outside of what we literally just saw, and that was when DRX are on a half buy, you know?
Yeah, if it ain't broke. But DRX decided to make changes anyway. Maybe they go back to the tried and true on the other side of this timeout.
Theo, do you support Sentinels? You're making it sound like it's like a bad thing.
Outlaw in his inventory.
It's like,
you can see DRX with enough money to force up into heavy armors and rifles. It's only Flashback that's vulnerable.
Note here the 3 ults on the side of the attack too.
Like you're gonna get canceled if you say yes. Whoa.
Looking for a
I might have a Sen jersey in my closet, bro. Oh no.
And now look at the adjustment from side of NRG. No longer dropping that aggro B main smoke.
It's an A instead, right? That one going onto that side. I don't know how to draw. But ultimately, I think what DRX have spoken about in the timeouts, they're inclined to believe that NRG are filling into some of the space, taking.
I'm glad a lot of esports organizations, honestly, are making better merch recently. It's not every drop, and it's not every org. But Sen's had some good merch drops. 100T is always killing it. They're basically a clothing brand, though, at this point. Shockingly, Liquid does have a few good pieces, but I feel like they just didn't market them super well.
And he was a menace from this exact position for NRG in their previous series. Tucked behind the wall, he's gonna get another one, isn't he? Finds flashback, trigger discipline, but no. Fires a little bit too early. He gets
What the frick just happened, bro?
30 seconds left.
It's a little bit delayed, a little bit of
T1 merch is clean? I've actually never seen it, I'm not gonna lie.
Scuba's gonna spend a long time thinking about that round. Had a chance to be the dagger in the back of DRX, but now that responsibility moves to Mata and Brock. And the weaponry just isn't really there. Mata's looking at a full HP Bane in main.
He's got to take this line to maybe get a gun upgraded, but Bane is there waiting, as you mentioned.
There's just no way.
No, Brock 1v3, he's got the Odin. He'll get one. Dropping into the pit, forced to take the fight. And it's just not when you're going to win there.
And that's wild, too, because I think Scuba's having an incredible tournament. Like, even in the tough halves that NRG played in their opening series, even in the loss in that first half, Scuba's been pretty lights out. But he missed his chance to get the first kill. Amazingly, still turns around and gets one.
I miss Overwatch League merch.
Before being taken down. But he was being asked.
London Spitfire color scheme was so sick.
Just couldn't deliver in the heat of the moment.
And it was again off
that
of
like
unyielding,
light blue,
fully send out onto site for DRX.
Orange and white or whatever it was like kind of fire.
And that's another round win.
Yeah, we're gonna close out this half with another Yoru ult. I believe that's 3 now.
And it's gonna be another B hit, I think.
Is Overwatch League still like a thing at?
Scuba's jump spotting, but that's danger because you've got Waylay who's gonna double dive onto you, and then what? But he takes a step back, pushes off the line. Ethan has joined, does not have knife.
Yep. NRG eat up some of the gas, and it's time to go into this site. No info on Scuba.
Yeah. Flashback only spotting one. Ethan now 2, TP's out. And it's Mako who fills in, but they're stalling out onto the site.
Overwatch Champion Series.
Time. Once again, Scuba can play spoiler. Once again, Scuba can deliver, and he does. 2 found.
Oh.
Third, but of course.
It's looking so
now
good.
Mod is here on the flank.
He's got the op in hand. Slowly swinging out onto the site. Trying to get the spike down. He spotted him. But is he going to land the shot? Patience with it right
that was,
on the mark.
That takes so much patience to not wallbang
that. It's going to be him in a 1v2. He's going to be able to get his ones as well, isn't he? The Brock. Odin on the other side, and it's Mod that closes.
Dude.
NRG
this is a team.
On a half that felt like they were lucky to get this far.
I mean, look, it's a breath of life
cool.
at the end there for NRG, but every single round felt like it needed multiple things to go perfectly well. This game has delivered so far, but if we're going to see a map 3, NRG need to show up. We'll see you on the other side of this.
NRG is the best America's team. Okay, that is a hot take. That's for sure. I want to see a game 3 at least, bro. Yeah, but yeah. Nah, that is a crazy take, Lobo. I'm sorry. Just watch. Hey, if they come back, man, that's phenomenal. I think GTU has the best chance to win. I'm going to the restroom real quick.
You know, they say history has a tendency to repeat itself, and for DRX, it feels a bit more like fate here on the global stage, as they're once again pushing their way out of group stage into the playoff stage. They're up 2 rounds on NRG, Christian. We'll take a look at the Coinbase Econ report. A lot of it was off of the backs of Flashback.
Yeah.
He was insane.
DRX have never failed to make it out of groups, and Flashback is trying to make that a certainty here in 2025. You got to remember, he's stepped into the secondary duelist role with the team and has been lights out on the Ori. You think back to how many rounds it was just him winning it out from the pistol, getting 3 kills on that one, to having 3 ultimates in the opening half. He was just a force to be reckoned with.
And, you know, we don't give a ton of love to him in there because his job kind of sucks. He has to go in, he draws crosshairs, sometimes he gets picked, other times he's able to get away. But I think without him in doing that for Flashback, I don't know that he finds that same success. DRX seem to have perfected this comp.
They absolutely have, but on the defense side of things, the approach has to change a little bit. As we saw back on Haven with the double duelists, they were fighting forward a lot, fighting down multiple lanes at the same time, but also being so quick on the retakes, flooding into sight, denying the plant from going down. Let's see what they have in store for us here this time around.
All right, with Flash up high, the wall will go through. 2 members of the defense here. Flashback not far off. There's a double dash from Mata out onto the site. They've gotten the space, but now what?
The fight forward into elbow. That's the idea for NRG.
Oh, they're scaling with the spike. They're not even concerned about getting it down. They want to take this fight all the way up. And Breen jumps down from heaven.
Wow.
Gets the best of Mata.
He gets one from that is insane. Getting flushed out, just jumps out and kills one on sight.
What a chaotic pistol. And as the dust settles, Bane is left in a 1v4, trying to spam through the smoke, trying to get a free one. It will not be allotted, at least not yet.
Right, I'm not gonna lie. I think I had Liquid at the bottom of this pick'ems. Some people called me crazy. They were like, Liquid might be one of the best teams. I was like, dude, I'm sorry. I don't see it. Like, I know they have Nats, and he's amazing. And I feel like they still could be one of the best teams. But I just don't, I don't know. I think they're just better teams. And I don't know why.
DRX were running a B split on them. It was really cool. Even though Mata dropped early on into that play, I don't think DRX had any clue how to react.
All smiles as NRG win their first pistol of the series.
Bro, their vibes are so back.
Desperately needed one too. And it looks like they're back to picking on B main.
Pretty reserved buy for them as well. They want to give DRX a bit of taste of their own medicine too, with nice pathing.
Bro, you don't know Vault, bro.
I don't know about that one, Mata.
Unfortunate timing there, but manages to stay alive. There's the swing on Bane. Bullet between his eyes, and all of a sudden...
have we ever seen Liquid perform at, like, a Masters or a Champs?
You want to get out of this.
Like, they're almost always there. So, like, they clearly do well. I don't watch a lot of EMEA, VCT, to be fair.
They cannot afford this. The disaster
but just, like...
They've got to find a way to convert here. And DRX are...
I didn't watch a lot, like, last year in general, actually. They're really good in EMEA, yeah.
Brock left in a 1v2.
Then every time they come to the Champs...
Whispers of nightmare creep over their shoulder as DRX snatches it away.
I don't know if they're still going to be.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel it, right? I always just like, there's always a team that can't get past Fnatic. And if Fnatic's the best team, like, you know, Fnatic hasn't really been doing great recently.
From Som.
Damn.
That one gets away from them.
Silence.
And the brutal thing is, you don't have time to think it over.
No.
You just got to go next.
I mean, at least they can buy because they only bought 2 real rifles in the last round.
I'm telling... Dude, I think Agent Bans would be so hyped for this. Tell me it wouldn't be hyped to see, like, Viper banned on both teams.
Casey towards A Paranoia to pave the way for Mata.
Yeah, just trying to get Mata.
I feel like that'd be so fun.
He has to dive away. The threat of the Prowler on his heel.
They're fully faking this B hit. A flash over the top of smoke through, but they're not biting. They still have mid control. DRX are still A.
Mako is still waiting by elbow. Right on the other side of this.
Agent Bans would lead to more messy matches, which would be more fun to watch. I agree. Yeah, it's not going to be perfect.
There's still threat on the
and I think that's fun, bro.
Down and creeping forward. Swings a bit aggressively. ambitious, perhaps, and pays for it.
And that was a very signature NRG round. They are great at freezing after they've made a lot of space, especially onto the A site.
As a player, I would hate it though. Oh, I'm sure it probably would not go over well.
Once NRG went quiet, although now,
but like,
Vayne finding that opener, right back in things.
4v3, the spike is down. A couple members on the side of NRG are weak.
Mid-fight.
2 years. That's crazy. Thank you so much.
Becomes a bit more problematic. Again, look at the health bars on the side of NRG. Time is so short though.
Dude, Lobo, he's so funny.
Yeah, Fring's not trying to play the round. I mean, credit to NRG there. Being able to find their way onto the A site. You think about things, because they had lost the previous round. If they lose this one, that's only 2 losses in a row. It's a very different situation than if they'd lost the pistol as well. They'd be maxed out on the loss bonus. No, instead, NRG would have had absolutely nothing. This was a critical one for them.
Yeah, but like imagine.
And there's gonna continue to be many of these.
You have that for a second. You have Kong playing Raze instead of Jet, and then he just drops a 40 bomb out of nowhere because no one's ready for it, bro.
See the buy for DRX. It's not great. 2 rifles.
Yeah, I wonder what the meta would be if bans were a thing. It'd be really interesting to like just to think through it. Like what would be the 20xx of that, you know?
Do force up into mid, but this hold from flashback is perfect.
Beautiful off angle. Remember, this buy was not great. Remember, they only had 2 rifles. They've already gotten 2 picks. And flashback's getting another.
Or a game mode that like is a.
So once again, the Thrifty from a couple of rounds ago rears its
is like there's only one of each agent in each map. So if they pick Jet first, like you don't have Jet on your team.
It's another.
It'd be unfair in this game. It wouldn't work at all. It'd be just like it'd have to be like a limited time mode or something. That'd be such a cool way to like just think about how like
weight behind them after a round like that.
Counter pick.
He said that after a win, but he's feeling it after a
Jeez,
loss.
bro. They're just catching people.
Didn't even have a chance in that round. Caught out by the saturate, trying to jump away. There's no way you're escaping from Yunman.
I want some mega draft.
And so Murphy.
Dude, it'd be, I would just want to see a game mode of it or something, or just like a just test through it. I like thinking through how like metas can shift and like how the game could be played in a different way.
Their own medicine, an aggressive hit towards A, but they stall out and Som gets caught. Sticks to TP.
They did a lock-in tournament a few years ago, so that was that.
And they haven't gotten onto the site. The spike hits the ground. Traded back though, and they're in a position where they can recover it. They're in a position where they can play around it.
We should do that in a custom format at some point. I'd be down to test that out. That'd be super fun to just run a custom with it.
There's nothing really to check it. They have to face hold this if you're NRG.
And just we have like a snake draft pick.
And so they huddle up. They continue to push further.
I would want to do it with like a even like higher skill ceiling or higher skill custom where it's like like a full Immortal Radiant lobby.
And now they're going to be able to pop the ult too. That's going to make this so much messier. Bane and Mako, the only 2 left out onto the side, swinging around at top of the spike. Mata and Brock repositioning, looking to take this fight somewhere else. As Mata does. Bane into the swing. Mata gets 3, and NRG get away with the round.
That's a great post plant there for Mata. The reposition out of elbow into yard. And from his spot too, he can see that spike ticking down. Fortunate there that Flashback had just teleported over into deep A, so he's holding. Here's the Omen ult and shakes it down.
Enemy remaining.
But yeah, from where Mata is, he doesn't have to actually peek Mako or Bane or anyone. You can see whether or not that spike is actually being defused.
You're right. Lobo.
An outlaw for Flashback. Currently up across the middle of the map. Where Mata should be playing close by.
Yeah, funky there. This attack smoke being dropped there into B main. Threatens a pop out on either side. Knife pushed away anyone near on the other side.
I feel like though there's got to be some like
DRX are gonna
positive psychological reinforcement there from Som though if you say the same thing over and over again that like makes some part of your brain get like a little bit more dopamine from that positive reinforcement because you know it's gonna happen and it's just gonna make you like a little bit happier when you pull off a good play and you hear Som be like, come on, you're like, yes, like I made him happy, bro.
Som just far off that line. They're gonna rotate back into this. Again, Freeing has taken this line, but he is alone. There's not a lot of help here. Meanwhile, the ult is pop mid. Freeing realizing he's in a position to make a play. Gets his one.
Not the end of the world.
That's all it is. And now it's on Bane who's going to be challenged. Flashback has joined. Saw him TPing forward right into his death. As Bane's there to meet him, gets another.
Dude, Bane is crazy. He is very, very good.
Flashback connects. Brock in the face of 3. Cannot convert. DRX get to double digits.
DRX seem to have all the answers, and Flashback in particular. They've clued in on this idea that NRG are just forcing round
Does watching
after
Brock
round.
Silva make you feel about your
So
Silva?
often on
Oh,
those light
it just makes me feel like I have no idea what I'm doing on Silva.
better than the Outlaw.
Even with my 90 hours on him now.
What better than Bane from that
Or not
position?
90,
that
but...
was just class.
Yeah, well, I mean, also fully Flash getting the kill, like...
He just has infinite places he can put the dart, you know?
Man, I don't know. Not much you can ask for in that spot.
Should I get for lunch? What do you got around you?
And so a timeout called from NRG. Down 2 rounds. This tit for tat. I mean, you take a look at the timeline, it's actually insane. They've traded
Texas?
flows
How hungry are
every
you, bro?
single
Could
round
be a
this
Canes
half.
day.
Yeah, got back and forth, but it has felt like it's been DRX seizing those rounds away
why
from
we're in
NRG,
sync.
Yeah,
right?
agreed,
That
agreed.
second round, round 16.
Just
as well,
had
rounds
Canes.
that NRG were in good positions to win, and just through individual moments of brilliance, a good general
I haven't
game
had
plan from
Canes
DRX.
in I think
It's
like a
been hard
month
for
or 2
NRG
at
to find
least.
the answers.
Subway moments,
Exactly what Blancard is in
sandwich
position to
day.
have to do and have to deliver for his squad.
Dude, I know a lot of people that don't like Subway.
So on the other side of the timeout,
How do you not
see the
like Subway?
purchase? Not great for the attack. A Vandal, a Stinger. So you presume that DRX
Yeah, it's
will be
like
able to
if
get
you
to
don't
a
like
win,
Subway,
and then
I
the
feel
game
like
will really start.
that's on you, because like
So we'll see. We've seen a
it's a
couple of steady
sandwich.
rounds so far.
You can make it, you could
This is
whatever
gonna be
you want.
fast into mid. It
So
looks
if you don't like
Paranoia,
it, that's
the
like
double
your
dash
fault.
Off the knife to take a challenge. They continue to ask Mata to deliver, and they're giving him the tools to do it.
Yeah, so often he's just dropped back though,
Cool.
and with Ethan dropping out of the round, this one it seems cooked.
Oh, Murphy's Law striking again. I mean, Scuba said it, and honestly, with how this has gone, I am inclined to agree, but also nothing to take away from DRX here. They've played so damn well.
I mean, it's just been amazing seeing Flashback perform at such a high level on the duelist role. You know, if you're watching Bangkok, he was rocking some Senti for the team, was still putting up
Insane
major numbers, yeah. But it just feels like he's been so freed up to go for the plays he wants to go for and give himself some of that agency with the flashes to take those fights, whether it's on the Yoru or Neon.
Interesting using the Nightfall.
Yeah, I think we thought it was a B-split coming in.
Yeah. On the timing, which makes sense, and they're still...
Well, that sucks,
They're
Ed.
still hedging their bets. You still have Flashback rotating. You still have Bane and Mako A. It's still a flawless round for DRX.
I should be Subway is the quality of
Alright,
their ingredients.
it is now
Okay,
do or die.
but when you walk
for
into a Subway
NRG.
and you do a,
They've got a buy.
you can't tell me that's not a good feeling. That, like that's not. Oh no, it's over, bro.
Filled with so many rookies. Now Ethan and Som, they've got the experience. But a guy like
It's all on
Mata
vibes,
came
bro.
into the
It's all on
lead,
vibes. GG's.
Tore up the leaderboard.
Just saying it right now.
They might try to pick on Scuba again.
Oh, see you guys in 2
He
rounds.
just barely gets away. That had trouble written all over it. And so off of that, the response is they
This
try
round
to
decides
steal
it.
off of Ethan's
Nah, it's
ult. Mata
decided.
TPs forward, spams into the smoke, gets one. You mentioned this was do or die. They have to find a way through, but Flashback hits where it hurts into the second. Brock falls, tucks back, looks for another fight, and it's Freeing who joins in on the fray. Things slow down into a 2v2 with the pit. Actually, forget about slowing down. They want to continue to push the pace. Ethan will drop a volley to provide a little bit of cover, provide a little bit of space. Dropping down from over the box. Ethan's there to greet. Mako left in a 1v2.
Actually,
Decay down to next to nothing.
Ethan
gets
clutched it,
4,
never
NRG
mind.
Get to 9.
A major round there from the newer IGL. on NRG.
So he smells international. It's
Stepped
so
into that role
good.
in stage 2. Led his team to the best finish all year.
He
Revived
bounced
this
on that guy.
roster, and also can put up rounds like that. 4 kills for him, and all of a sudden that spark has been ignited for NRG.
And that spark has been there a few times, but every time DRX snuff it out, they squelch it. And so can they do it again?
Well, we're just back to the B site. NRG want to get in and get in quick.
A barrage of utility soars into the site. And then they TP back out, finding out that nobody's home. But DRX are there. They're knocking on the door. They're waiting to flood.
Nowhere to run.
And that might just be the cue. If they can find space around it. Proc pops his ult. No target found. But there's Bane with 2.
Dude.
The scale up might be a bit too far. There's
Nice.
Windman, but Mod is there to greet him. Outlaw not connecting. Just off the mark. It's all on to Mako now. A 1v2 and a winnable one. Paranoia will buy a little bit of time. NRG slow things down. Mako, can you pull this one off?
Spike planted.
Quietly put in a position to play spoiler. Such a tenured player, historic. And again, thrust into a spot to be iconic once more.
How many viewers are there? My view count is
playing up in
glitched,
heaven.
saying 1. No, it's just 1. It's just you.
Looking for a fight. And it's not being given to him now. Getting active.
Nice
And
from
Mata
Mata.
is the one who stops it. NRG gets to double digits.
Finally, NRG put 2 rounds together. That had been eluding them in this half, and they go back to the pistol
You're
strategy.
the only real viewer.
This fight into elbow.
Everyone else is a view bot,
they
bro.
love, even if it is close on the engagement. Wow.
Tater Tots, I'm multi-streaming on YouTube and Twitch, by the way.
Priceless.
Good job, Adam. Good job, bro.
To go back to this idea that, you know, a guy like Scuba or Brock or Mata can be so good back
What's
on
up,
the
Matty
American
Ice?
stage. You know, you can be a great player in Americas, but you don't enter that. You don't enter that conversation of superstar for a guy like Mata to take it over back at home until you show up on that global stage. You can't afford to peter her out. You
True,
can't
I think
afford
with
to
the
have
9
these bad
months,
maps. I think Mata has continued to
it is
deliver
possible.
here in Paris.
Hey, they've done it
22
before.
14. All right, Scuba's another one who's been real big, but Flashback has just been the star
Ugh.
of the series, the star of the day. DRX call a timeout, though. For the first time this half, we have 2 teams winning back-to-back rounds. DRX win 2 of their own, and NRG are able to respond. And so, you know, this does feel like 2 heavyweights trading blows.
Absolutely. And DRX, they're not in a tough position financially or anything like that. They're going to continue to have buys here. What I'm really looking at is Flashback's ultimate. You think about the last time he used it, it actually kind of petered out. He tried to use it for mid-round information the same time NRG were popping an exec onto the B site. The timing there has to be a little bit better, and, well, he's switched over to an operator. And he has been carving NRG up with the Outlaw. I can only imagine what he's going to do with that weapon.
Oh, we won't have to imagine for long. He's going to have this aggressive A line. Meanwhile, the Viper wall from NRG across the middle of the map.
Ahead. And he's been taking the Outlaw into mid more often than not. The A line might be a bit of a surprise.
Inman here might be
See?
too, but that knife will tag. They're going to try to split out onto B. The Paranoia will provide a little cover, but he didn't get tagged, and so it's traded back, and Mako's there.
Down mid.
So all of a sudden, this hit starts to stall out.
Where
starts
is
to
Scuba
lose a
going?
little bite. Yeah, and Scuba's gone exploring with the spike. He cannot get caught here.
It's so major that Flashback doesn't find him. Scuba has a chance to pop a timing that DRX have no clue could happen.
And also, if he falls with the spike, the round might be over. I mean, this is playing on a knife's edge.
There's only one guy left on the site. Freeing has to fall for NRG to win this. There's no way the timings!
He turns, he spots him.
Beautiful. Wait.
Freeing falls, and now the site is theirs. However, Flashback has arrived, switching over to a Phantom. 3 more targets waiting as the flank shows up from Bane a little bit further away. But should arrive just on time. NRG looking to tie us up, looking to potentially take us to Lotus. But DRX in
Oh, it's beautiful.
play spoiler.
Come on, let's go to a game
1v3.
3.
23 and 15 so far.
Let's get excited about it.
And we'll need 3 more to pull this one off. That's his one, but 30 HP. The possibility,
Surely he just
the
saves right now.
opportunity, it dwindles, it fades away. And with that, Flashback takes a step back. He's saving the gun, he's getting out. NRG will tie us up.
The presence of mind there from Scuba. After the disaster that happened in mid for NRG, to gamble it up into spawn. I mean, that is as risky a play as you can make, right? That is a play that you will get laughed at forever if you die with that spike in spawn. There's no way to recover that. The round is over. But sometimes, desperate times call for desperate measures. That's exactly what was asked of Scuba in that round. And it was that decision that won it for NRG.
Enemy remaining.
It's a fine line between infamy and and something much greater. And oh. But alas, they avoid that disaster. They tie us up at 11. Flashback has the op. We talked about it, and look at where he's posted up right now. Look at where NRG is. They're going right into the teeth of it. Immediately flashed, immediately pushed back. And now they're going to speed up, give them a bit of their own medicine. Flashback strikes, and he's going to double dip. He's sticking around, has no choice, digs his heels in. Connects onto Ethan, and Bane is here.
Oh,
Flashback gets another.
wait. No, wait, the smoke is good.
For Flashback. He's gonna pop the flash. Shorty in hand. A second set of Bane pushes it out.
Scuba hitting that shot is insane. Wait. Oh my gosh. How are they not dead?
Look at their health bars. Slivers. Scraps. But hope dies last. The swing out and Som connects. Mako in a 1v3.
That was,
Again, as
dude.
storied as he is, once again,
Oh my gosh.
travels the
Flashback
world
played
now,
that like perfect.
has a chance to play for the crown, to play for the throne, to push DRX past.
Flashback literally played that perfect. That's the craziest thing.
He's cutting his losses. He's tucking
Scuba's
down.
1 HP. If he killed Scuba, he probably would have turned and killed Brock too with the shorty.
To get back into the site. NRG winning with numbers. This is a far cry.
He
from what we saw
triple flashed
previously.
out of the smoke,
DRX
like, dude.
stealing rounds away. DRX winning handedly, and NRG limping out with a round win. This is now an NRG in control.
And this is now an NRG that has pulled off another comeback on the attacking side. They're figuring things out on the fly, which is something that eluded them in the past, and this is in the face of, I mean, Flashback was a proper menace.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought
In
they
that
shot the
round.
clone, dude.
Did his damage
Told you
to get
NRG
them that
2-1.
far,
Dude, I'm
and
down,
NRG
man.
won
I'm here
off
for it.
4 in a row.
Exactly, and by winning those rounds in a row, they
Crazy
now no longer
comebacks.
have to worry about the operator. NRG scrounging something together here, but mid is the focus.
Mata has an outlaw, 4 members with light armor on the defense. Oh. Missing the pick.
I'd imagine, yeah, there's a gun waiting for him in B main, so he
Yeah.
can switch over to that after he takes some peeks on forward.
Yeah, but for now, double outlaw in the hands of them.
That's just a good read, knowing the light armor's on the other side. Here it comes.
Fill in behind it, love that idea, only show 1.
What it does mean, though, is the clock starts to get chewed up. NRG at some point have to ditch these guns and pick up the rifles.
Still a minute to play with. Mata has his ult, Scuba has his ult too.
By all accounts, NRG have everything they need to win the round, but it has been when NRG are vastly favored that DRX make magic happen.
And so DRX look like they'll be forced to make a final stand on B. That's where NRG are headed. Either they take us to Lotus or it's OT on the cards. Standing at the side of B, looking to storm the gates. The ult's out to dash through. I think Mata got tagged.
Uh-oh, Doug. This flank is quick. 2 players coming in very, very soon. DRX have NRG surrounded. But there's no way out but forward.
But they're scaling forward, you're absolutely right. Looking to take that elbow fight. We'll see if the call is right. Mata falls. Freeing there at the ready. The paranoia invested too, and all of a sudden you feel the walls closing in. Claustrophobic for NRG. As they have no way out, they're forced to deal with this. They're forced to try to take this fight, and they walk away on top of 3v3. The spike ticking away, and now it's on DRX. The onus is on them. They're the ones who have to get active. Tap of the spike to force the fight. The spam comes through. Som, Shorty connects.
Oh, it's over, bro.
Once again, a 1v3. Try to keep them alive, and he
Wow, the 13-11. Nah, it's...
We're going to Lotus.
Lotus.
I'm down. I'm down for game 3. I thought it was over, bro.
The hero. 3 kills with the shorty in the pit. NRG have woken up. Map 3 awaits.
That's crazy.
Game changers. It's about competition, pure happiness. It's like a crazy experience. We're making history. It means so much to us. It's good to be back.
I guess you know what I've been looking for, success.
The beauty of gaming is it doesn't matter who you are. And as long as I'm good enough,
Everybody's getting a 4K.
I can go as far as I want.
That's what I like to see, baby.
Like, come on, bro. I'm up 60k channel points. Damn. NRG actually won it. That was a crazy comeback. All right. Prediction for game 3 starting now. I'll put a 10-minute prediction on it. Put your money where your mouth is, Lobo. 100% it on NRG right now. Can you not do predictions on phone? I think you can. Can't see it anymore. It's up for 10 minutes. You have time. All in, got it.
Yeah, honestly, what a series, man. Like, that was one of the most hyped matches I've played in a while. First half of Abyss was kind of like a lot of mistakes on us, giving up a lot of advantages. And honestly, Ethan's attack side calling, trusting our mid rounds, me and Adams, Scoobs, everyone's really brought it together.
Scoobs.
Honestly, like, we all know like they're world champions, and they're world champions for a reason, right? They're obviously good, but I think it was kind of for us, kind of like take every team the same. You know, we can't think this team's way better than this team, but at the same time, we're in the middle of a match. Anything can happen. Luckily, we came out on top.
The other side of that high tide. Lana chimes in.
There's so much on DRX.
It's on Chichu and Kung Kung.
Who put like 100k or 200k on DRX, bro?
I don't want to jinx ourselves, but I think we're in a really good spot right now. And honestly, now that we have the first match jitters out the way, I think
Zoink,
you see an even
Scoobs.
stronger energy. So as long as we don't crumble under the pressure, which I'm sure we won't, we'll be fine.
The Oilers are betting in silence over there. Somebody put just so much.
To decide which team will be heading straight to playoffs. I've got Mitch and Tom with me once again. What a crazy match that was. Mitch,
Zoink,
honestly, I don't
Scoobs.
think we saw enough of what was going on, so break it down for us.
Well, one of the things that we really got to see was the Odin usage from NRG, which is always an absolute treat. But I'm going to start out by looking at what they were up against. And DRX had a lot of interesting approaches. We talked a little bit about the Waylay and the Yoru versus the Waylay and the Neon, and how it can be really difficult to play against it. I'm going to run this a little bit because we've started a little early on the clip. But
damn, NRG now has 500k points.
Obviously, when you're coming through a choke,
yo guys, we need some more. We need some more points on the DRX side.
She's going to be putting up big walls. She's going to be sliding through.
This is an insane amount of channel points here.
I expect you not to. You're going to be in good form. Now, the first thing to notice is that there was a KO knife thrown here, and the players stayed outside of it. So the full utility is still online when push comes to shove. Flashback is currently running out of his ult, and it looks like he's not really finding a chance to do anything with it. And that's when this comes in. You have this full push in from Hyunmin, who spots these two players in the corner, throws his stun out, and then allows for his teammate, Flashback, to come out of this ult with two players on the back foot, uses his own flash as well, isolates both fights, and completely decimates them. With a full bombardment of standard site utility as well alongside this, it's so difficult as a defender to sit back and hold your sight when you don't know whether you have to fight behind you, in front of you, or all around you. And even some of the players you see to fight instantly disappear. There's a dude behind you and round's over. And obviously, that's one thing when we're talking about them having Yoru ult in round 3. That's an exceptional circumstance. But we'll see that combo with the gate crash as well. And there's one more clip I wanted to talk about to then look at the defensive side plays that we've seen. And I'll hurry through this one. This is much quicker, don't worry. So take a look at this. You're going to see at the very start of the round, you have a Yoru push alongside a Waylay for that early aggression into main. That's already taken place. 1 second. That's already taken place around here. Ignore the first circle. But you have this TP then immediately sending your Yoru to mid. And from NRG's perspective, what did they see at the start of the round? They saw 3 players towards A, with one of them throwing a paranoia this way, a deep push, full scaling on that A side. The adjustment naturally is to go to the other side of the map where there's less players. Maybe one mid, one B. Easy isolation. What did they end up running into? Well, as they're focused on that player who's kiting them in the form of Bane, you have this peek up from Flashback. He's taken one, retreats back, and it's never clear to NRG where their frontline fights should be taking place, because there's a constantly evolving defensive line for DRX. And then even here, you'll see the gate crash go through, and later on, Flashback ends up with a third. Like, he has global presence on this map, and it's never clear where the stack is, where the weakness is, where the gap is, because there's this constant evolution from DRX. It was really beautiful.
Yeah, I think as well, what came late though, and what changed the game, was those adaptations that we were able to see. And I feel like a pinnacle part of that was Mana. Like, individually, I feel like he was sound all the way through the game, like having moments of high impact, being happy to take these aggressive peaks with the operator on the defensive side, where they managed to scrape together enough rounds for it to work out for them. And I think that's been the case for them in a lot of these matches. We saw it versus EDG, that sometimes it does take them a little while to get going, but when they do get going, they're very difficult to stop. Now, obviously, some of that was DRX making some errors, and some people making big plays on the back of it. I think Scuba as well had the performance in the late game that was so impactful, but it's still one of those games where if NRG never give up, it can still turn on its head.
Yeah, and beyond Matter, what absolutely blew me away is in the last 3 rounds, within the first 20 seconds or so, DRX, they killed Matter 3 rounds in a row. Human killed him, Flashback killed him, Freeman killed him, and they still lost. They were going 5v4, and they didn't have Matter anymore on the other side of NRG to deal with, and they lost. They only needed 1 of those rounds to be able to 2-0 NRG. So this, for me, is a huge mistake on the side of DRX. I hope they can recover mentally, because as we head to Lotus, I think this is NRG's to lose.
Yep, for sure.
I think that's a fair call.
I think going in as well, the fact that they've been 6-1 on this map, only defeat was to G2. I think changes, we haven't really seen too many changes coming out from them throughout the entirety of the series, and you can understand why. And oh my goodness, I can't believe it. DRX, yeah, they're going to run that comp again.
As they should. Like I said, the amount of flexibility that you get with this composition, especially on big maps like Corrode, where the rotations can be heavily punished, or like Lotus as well, which is also quite a spacey one, especially if you're going deep into main, especially
three map
wherever
site.
you are.
It worked on Haven.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance it works here, but we've already seen now from NRG, they got completely caught off guard on map 1. They said themselves, we didn't know how to play against it. Maybe it was just not expecting it on that map, because they certainly seem better equipped and better, quicker on the adaptations when it came to Corrode. You have to hope it'll be the same deal here. One other big factor being Mata being online.
I still can't believe a team is allowing NRG to play Lotus in this tournament, and in a situation where it could send them to playoffs. For me, this is a huge risk, but every time we doubt DRX, they give us something exciting. So maybe we should.
Yeah, for sure. I think as well, the fact that we spoke about the difference between map 1 and 2 was how comfortable NRG were. And sure, it took them a lot of time to be able to adapt, but they eventually did. They had those clutch moments and they stepped up. Now they go into another comfortable map. So if anything, we expect the same again.
The Odins, Mitch.
Yeah, the Odins had some decent impact, but I think one of the big problems
I mean, as even Lotus.
The
Odin's coming up.
On the previous map, they were denied a little bit by DRX not taking control early on the attack. That can't really be the case here on Lotus. They have to fight for that, and we could see a lot more impact in the early rounds.
I can't wait to see it. Take it away, Doug and Ender.
Thank you so much, Insu. Yeah, the City of Love will be the stage for this best of 3 that goes all the way to Lotus. A map that the Desk talked about is incredibly strong for NRG, but as you take a look at the other side of the stage and you go, holy crap, they're going to do that double duelist thing again where they're just going to run at you. Christy, I'm pumped for this one, man.
Absolutely. You know, this whole day has delivered, going the full 6 maps, and DRX with this reinvention of self, playing the double duelist, flashback completely taking over in the previous game. This will be them playing attack on the first side for the 3rd map in a row, and to say they have been hard to deal with is an understatement.
Already dashing out onto the site. You see the suck towards spawn. You see the C's and the smoke elsewhere too. And Rock and Psalm filling out onto the side, able to get a couple of picks. They slammed the door on the DRX hit.
It's wild that it's just back and forth here, 3-on-3. And now by tapping the door, it forces Scuba and the rest of NRG to start shifting back into C. DRX, though, they've hit the brakes.
Oh,
They're
is
now
beautiful.
Slowly easing on the gas, getting into this B side. It belongs to them.
A little misdirection. And NRG are caught. And so they fake their way out onto the site. They get the spike down.
Ooh, peekaboo.
And now it's going to be on NRG. The nade through, forcing the fight forward. Kills traded. And as it settles and as it gets quiet, NRG continue to push forward, continue to creep. A little bit more utility to have to deal with as Mata gets the best of him. Bane's left in a 1v1 with Scuba on the other side. And Bane for DRX hits it again.
I just don't understand it. No one thought he would even be playing with DRX in this tournament. And he has been so clutch, especially on these pistol rounds for the squad. An absolute animal on the Ghost. NRG didn't stand a chance.
So DRX win yet another pistol. It's the 5th of the series.
They dropped the 1 at the second half of Corrode, but
yes,
converted,
fourth.
of course.
They've crept up behind this wall. Trying to get cheeky with this fight. Should have no idea that flashback is there, and while they got a warning shot, it's still lethality found.
Yeah, NRG have gone for these big walk-ups on the ecos, just kind of throwing them away. Or maxing, there it goes over to the Viper.
I feel like he shouldn't have been able to get away with that, given all the guns on the other side of that wall. But alas, he succeeds. Now waiting on the other side of the door. A little ring around the Rosie.
All right, I'm back.
But they've given up the site. They've boxed everything in.
I started the day at 10K. If DRX wins, I end at 180K.
You really see the gun difference on full display here.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
The small
That's
win
just
is picking
the...
up that old orb, not just to get
That's
your
the
own online, but
gambling
to
mentality, bro, honestly.
Because DRX have been playing no
You
misdirection,
can
they just
win an
slam
infinite
sides,
amount
they
of your money
continue
back,
funneling
but you can
these
only
orbs
lose
on the
100%,
flashback. It was part
you
of why
know?
he got 3 your ults off in the first half of Corrode. NRG have honed in on.
One enemy.
But even though I don't want to say it, we do need to now look forward to round 3.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's been such a pivotal chapter of every story we've seen so far.
NRG have yet to shut down these bonus rounds. DRX are 100% on the bonuses they've had in this series, 4 for 4.
It is just Brock on the site. He does have a ton of utility around him, but it is just Brock. And so he takes a step back, buys enough time for the defenses of NRG to rotate over.
Quick flood.
Dude, the Vice A is just meta now, I guess.
The nade on the other
Jungmin
side.
still gets 2. I mean, he was seized.
Ethan up
What?
in heaven, cannot respond, cannot punch back, and stop me if you've heard this one before, but DRX are going to win the bonus.
It's not as if NRG don't have ideas. There's a seize going down. They've got util connecting. Hyunmin is decayed off that seize down to no HP. Still gets 2 kills. It's just unfathomable.
Yeah, the DRX comp is crazy,
Lotus
bro.
on DRX's side can fight their way.
Dude,
out
Waylay
of these
Yoru is such just a
massively
fun
unfavored situations, and to be able to do it so consistently as well.
dude. I want to play more Waylay. There was like
What did they have?
right before the Sova speedrun, I spent like a week playing
Yeah,
Waylay,
they had the
and
scraps
she's just
upgraded
so
from
much
the
fun.
previous
There's so many
round as
different
well,
ways to
maybe a
play.
couple of Guardians, but
You literally can just freaking shotgun only Waylay. It's such a play style. Like you could do it for so long.
Saves his Vandal into the next round.
And then you throw a Yoru in at the top of that Lobo. It's if it's two good players on those like that are playing the duelist super well, it can be insane.
man, Vato's trying to pop it on him, and you just see the patience out of Hyunmin. Full tracking on that.
Yeah. And honestly, Hyunmin almost got a third.
Just wild stuff.
Waylay to Radiant. I might just play Waylay on Randy for a bit. I don't want to play on my main account. I just don't find it worth it.
Strength for DRX. Hyunmin's one off of
At least until next episode, where like I'll get another Radiant reward or something, right?
It's online.
And that was the rifle.
It's like I already have it for this act. I don't really want to like play it too much.
Maybe Brock.
Because then I have to play it on delay and all that stuff, man.
It's frustrating too. Must be for the NRG camp when DRX can play the quick rounds and then pump the brakes a little bit, punish you as you're stepping forward on top of that orb.
It's got to feel so uncomfortable, right?
Yeah. Mako's done a really good job of adjusting the pace throughout this entire series. I think that's been the main thing. I think earlier you said, what, whiplash?
Yeah.
With how, it's just exec, painfully slow crawl into a site.
And then just when you think you've been lulled to sleep, they pound the site once more.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Hyunmin goes in, Hyunmin goes out, and DRX get the kills. Oh!
Jeez.
DRX get to 4.
Again, that angle from the bottom of sight up into heaven, DRX have just destroyed NRG twice in a row. And that's the type of damage that you can do to a team where it's like,
I think NRG needs 7 rounds on defense. Damn!
I mean, brother.
You think he's gonna get? But you think they need 7 rounds?
Back-to-back rounds
Like on defense here, they need to win 7 out of the next 8
Taking
rounds.
more from stairs now. Are we trying to hold on to tree? You all of a sudden start doubting your own protocols to get back into the site.
You have a C's nade. Or excuse me, there's an I nade, and they don't really commit into it either. Meanwhile, they're going fast B. The paranoia is already out. The double dash is through, and Brock keeps him back. I feel like that's the first time we've seen Hyunmin punished like that.
Yeah, the
this
champs
reminds me of that
twitch.
Haven round where they try to sprint up into the B site. Now, with Fring dropping as well, it gets messy. DRX are trying to play both
Wait,
B
what?
and A. Insert some chaos into the thick
This
of
thing?
things. But
Oh!
all it's done is...
Yeah. The Twitch emblem
numbers
enabled.
alive.
Yeah, I have it. Like if you gift a sub,
And so they
or
quietly
you
rotate back
sub.
to the other side
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
map.
you'll get it.
Still
I have
a
the
little
drops
bit
for
of ice
that.
utility here. Wall, Thorns as well. And Scuba close by.
Yeah, there's even the
But there's like additional
Viper
drops
as
for
well
VCT.
in the choke point there, so
I'll have those in like
very
2
likely
days.
DRX want to poke their head into C site, create some pressure, bait out the wall, get some gas going, and maybe that opens up a lurk opportunity up front B.
I think they were looking for the wall B with the clone. They find out that it's not
Yeah.
there by process of elimination. You understand? No, wait a second. This should be here. Flashback tag, TP's away, and there's the wall. So that should tell them exactly where the hit is headed.
30 seconds.
NRG already have players here. 2 as a matter of fact, and Scuba will play things slow. It's going to be a full-on retake. NRG looking to abuse numbers.
Meanwhile, Flashback looking to take the fight to them, not allowing them to settle. But Scuba swings out onto the site, covers into their backs. And Brock gets another one. Bane, a 1v4. Good luck. That's 2. 9 bullet. No! Bane does it again!
GG. GG. All right, GG.
As DRX steals another one away.
Who is this guy?
That's game.
We thought Hyunmin was the problem going into this map.
We're swinging.
A new challenger has entered the stage, and that's Bane.
This guy was sitting on the bench all of
We're swinging our own one way.
DRX brought in a
and losing.
ringer to Paris. A 4K on the round. Shutting out NRG. Now sits 11-0.
Wait, he hasn't played at all? I thought he was just like not in for this season. He hasn't played VCT at all.
I can't believe it.
You mentioned earlier in this series that performances anywhere else are great, but they don't
benched for much.
necessarily matter. To go
Dude,
from
that's-
good to superstar.
Maybe he just needed that.
On this stage. I think we are
He needed a break,
witnessing
bro.
A number of
And he just
players
comes in with fresh energy into
into
champs.
that conversation.
Just
I mean, Flashback dominating on the previous map. Now what Bane was just able to do in a couple of rounds here on Lotus. This is a DRX that is, you know, coming in as the number 4 seed from Pacific. You go, okay, maybe they can get some upset wins. You remember they were in Bangkok, but they won a series. It wasn't that great. They beat a Sentinels. Who cares? It's not a big deal. No. You talk about superstars wanting to make a name for themselves. You talk about an organization looking for higher and higher aspirations. The 2-0 in the group to make it through. You instantly are a conversation starter.
A 5-0 start on map 3. Off of the backs of a ringer. 11-0, still more to find. And now Flashback gets involved.
And this was out of the timeout. NRG forcing light armor and Guardians. Now already down a man. And one of the worst players to lose as well. That's all your information gone. Your in-game leader at 0-6.
Brutal start for him. Flashback pops his ult, goes exploring C. Procs the wall too, and look at the minimap. Starting to rotate over. Mata spotted, pops his ult, but nobody's home!
It is just a difference. Maybe the door being tapped, Mata might find something, but it goes wide.
Tough.
DRX dancing on NRG in this round.
Dancing on it.
Smooth on the entry from Flashback, and now a 5v4 post.
30 seconds left.
And still a spotless stat line from their fade. The nade through, and now Hyunmin's gonna pop his own ult to make matters even worse. I mean, you buy a little bit of time off of the Vice ult, but for what? Flashback falls, but there's Bane again, striking! Gets 2, stays alive! The man is invincible! He cannot die!
Unkillable! Even when there's no chance.
Come on!
His teammates are right there to have his back.
Bro.
It's a statement of an opener. Mata thinks there's players up here on either side. You'd have to.
Why didn't he just double satchel Adam at that point, you know?
Just using the Prowler as
I mean, I guess you're just expecting them to be close to the Prowler to follow up,
Bane's
but...
Prowler eating up Mata's ultimate there. His insult to injury to his impact in the server.
13-0.
Oh.
This has to be one of the greatest starts we've ever seen on the international stage.
Absolutely.
I'm hard-pressed to think of a better one. They very well might be.
Thanks for stopping in, Hodge.
Infinitely
Appreciate
smart
it.
People behind the scenes who are able to confirm that for us. But
You get tier 1 as well,
again,
Teddy.
hard-pressed.
2 months and the 8 months from Hodge.
But NRG once again
Got that
have to
sub
find a
badge
way
drop.
to come back from behind.
Yeah, they've got the pistols, and really what they need to be thinking about is who's going to be their guy. If DRX can just look at Bane and he'll wheel around into existence in a 1v4, NRG needs someone to be able to do the same. Not again. The Jiggles punished once more. Different guy with the Outlaw. This time it's freeing. Same result.
I mean, if the hand is hot, swing out, take the fight. Bane draws out the paranoia too. Infinitely more valuable when you're on an eco. Brock has no shot. Scuba has no shot. Wait, they haven't seen him. They haven't seen him. They haven't seen him. Gets two. Still more.
Oh, imagine he hit that full blind, bro.
Falls.
Someone in chat said Lotus was NRG's map. I'm starting to not believe Lobo's takes here.
And once again, Bane.
NRG also thinking Liquid's the best team.
The DRX train rolls on.
Ever forward, it goes.
I have both those teams getting grouped. I'm telling you, bro. I'm sorry.
To seriously ask, who will be that guy for NRG?
No, I'm not gonna lie. DRX looks scary, bro. They might be winning champs this year.
A single kill to their name. And if you want to look at the history, okay, Ethan, champs winner, he could be your guy.
Like genuinely.
This year, Mata dominate. If you want to look at this tournament, it could be Scuba, but it's got to be someone,
brother.
Just. Are there any other teams running this? Because we might be looking at the meta comp
kills around right now on Fade
of the next year.
The Odin provides some problems. That nade's gonna be good.
Like, is there any other team running Waylay Yoru right now? Because this seems insane. Like, I haven't really seen Waylay Yoru like push to this level.
But he's gonna get a shot at it again. This is a miserable spot to be in. Do they realize they've lost full control of this? They do. Mata connects. Now the spike is scooped back up.
And Flashback is also just played so well too.
Missing the spam window, but knows where he is. Easy kill found.
China team played it first. Okay, I asked if a team has played it to this level.
Their first 49 HP.
No, China will catch up. But the Chinese teams just haven't had the game for as long as everyone else yet, so it'll take a little bit for them to like catch up.
In that round, everyone getting theirs.
Yeah, you take it how you can get it, man.
Because DRG is probably getting grouped as well.
It's gone unsaid today, but it is worth pointing out how.
Nice, Brock. Up, down, backside.
Thoughts about the EMEA teams like Heretics or Fnatic?
That
I really like Heretics. I mean, I've been friends with Benji since the Fortnite days, so always rooting for Heretics. I would love to see Heretics win. That'd be really fun. Fnatic, I'm not gonna lie, I like Fnatic. They won for too long though. They like, as stupid as this is, and it's been so long since they like were on a dominant tear. Like, they haven't won in a while. But honestly, they've won enough that in my mind I'm like, yeah, it's okay if they lose now. Like, I want other teams to win. I want other teams.
And so what? I mean, they can accelerate on the
other side. It's a new team though.
Hyunmin just grabbed his ult.
With Fnatic? Well, I mean, it's still, yeah, it's just Boaster, right? That's on the same. That's.
They don't have to commit to this. They still have map control elsewhere.
I mean,
what's their roster right now? It's Boaster and
think about the Steel Guard in here or the Nightfall.
It's Boaster and Alphayear and Chronicle, right? Yeah.
It's making NRG consider these things, although that deeper Vise wall, it's a little tougher for DRX to break, and without it broken,
yeah, Crashies and
no reason for NRG to pull the trigger on any of their ults.
Kajak. Kayak.
You think they could also rotate away, perhaps, given the knowledge of that passive information. But no, they're deciding to double down on C. That smoke might send them into motion.
30 seconds.
Canoe, bro. He's so good. He's really fun to watch. I will say, though, okay, I know it's a new team, but it's still NRG. Or no, it's not still NRG. It's still Fnatic. And there's just some part of my brain, as silly as this is, that just wants to see almost every other team win.
Grabs the spike, sinks it into the soil of the site, but Sam is there over the top.
Like,
Mako in the face of 3, make that 2.
I've said this before, and it's kind of mean, but Fnatic's my favorite team when they're in second place. I'm sorry. And it's not that I like watching any of them lose or be sad. It's very saddening.
Brock has quietly had a couple of
hugely
impactful rounds for the team. 2 kills.
Watching Paper X win Masters in Toronto
Every single gun in the game, it sounds.
made me cry.
First with this Odin, trying to lay down the covering fire for his teammates.
And I'm sorry, but I like Fnatic. I would have been happy for them. I would have been happy if they won. But I'm more happy that they got second place. And it's not because they got second place. It's just because I want to see more teams win. Does that make sense? PRX were so due, bro. I hope they win champs too, man.
And for the teams
Honestly,
that do get deep runs,
I'm
there is
rooting.
always someone
There's
that
so
steps
many
up,
teams I'm rooting
Maybe
for,
it is
bro.
Brock.
I could buy 6 jerseys.
Spam on opposite ends of the map there. Not connecting on much damage apart from Spring.
Dynasties are boring. Dude, seeing NRG win and Ethan win again would be so hype. On a different team.
They're going to fully send C, aren't they?
NRG have 4 players here ready to quickly get back into the site.
Seeing Sentinels win would be any America's team I'm down for.
Getting those early fights that they were getting in the first 2 matches.
I'm obviously rooting for Americas.
That ult is going to cost
all the
points, but
Americas
they were
teams.
so far up, it's certainly going to stall them out. And with that time window, Bane gets the spike down. Here it comes. Now the Nightfall's traded back. They can't hear a damn thing.
Yeah, exactly, Sonny.
And off of that, they creep out onto the site. Denied one of their senses. Mata connects.
Lobo, you and I have a completely different experience, bro.
Everybody huddled in, side by side, looking to take these fights, and it's DRX who look like they're coming out on top of Scuba Trades. A 2v2 now, and time is short. They've got to find their way into this if they're going to do it. Can Brock pull this off? Drops down, takes the fight, finds his one, but time! I don't think
No
he's gonna have
time, no
enough.
time.
And it's Mako who can just wait it out. He's got to stick it. Mako connects.
2 a.m. ranked, he crashed out on me. I'm not gonna lie, I've had that happen with a different player that doesn't play anymore.
The setup there from DRX.
And I totally rooted against their team for years as a result of that.
Spamming out and denying the
So I totally understand where you're coming from.
But because they use that forward steel garden, it takes the Odins out of NRG's means they can actually afford to plant the spike.
But I have literally the opposite experience, not with Narrate specifically, but with Rob, the Sentinels CEO, dude. When I was at a match, I visited the booth, I met Rob,
Playing into mound in case their players ended falling.
and he gave me a Narrate jersey.
Flashback already tagged by the
He gave me one of the signed Narrate jerseys.
NRG are getting curious.
And I was like, okay, I mean, Rob, I gotta root for Sentinels today. Like,
And you think back to Haven when NRG didn't have the answers.
I love
It was
Rob,
about
though.
just
I will say, like,
at DRX, these walks and Mata's confidence to take the fights, it gives NRG.
Rob is one of the most, one of the best, like, owners of a team. He's always at the matches for Sentinels and, like, cheering them on. He gives, like, the supportive dad energy at a sports game, you know?
Mata pops his ult, gets the kill.
Yeah, Lobo, that's one team I don't root for.
NRG needs back in from water, otherwise they're going to get permanently stalled into choke, but they're so worried. Now the spike hasn't
Bob
gone
seems
down
like a
yet.
teddy bear. Dude, he's so funny, man. He's always so funny to joke
To
with.
deal with Mako.
Sam has his flash, but they're contacting up. That's danger. Mako looking to stand tall, eventually falls. Freeing's left in a 1v3. A long way to Paranoia just off the mark. The dog invested 2 to spot the last remaining member of DRX.
Yeah, he's got so into the
NRG
game.
will get to 3.
He's just so, like,
That was a lot better.
yeah,
without
he's
those
just fun to,
ultimates into
like,
the mix of things.
joke
NRG
with and have a
could
good
slow
time
things
with.
down.
And, like,
Be a lot more controlled on the reclear. Good opening kill from Mata. Also has the show.
I've had some good conversations
He's
with him.
consistently been finding value with his paint shells. He's gotten some kills, yeah, but mostly it's about forcing players to swing back into him.
I feel like Rob makes it hard to be a Sen hater, you know?
Last round of the half. Brock one off of his ult. And Hyunmin has his, but the buy is not great for DRX.
Yeah, it's real scuffed. 2 rifles for them, and NRG seem to want to contest stuff in A main again.
Didn't you meet him at the Riot Studios with a G2 tattoo on your face? I did. And then the next day I pulled up and he gave me a Sen jersey. So
DRX just ripped this exec once
it all
more.
worked out,
Gunman's got the
bro.
ult, why not?
It's gotten them to this point. There's the double dash. Ooh, hacked up.
Planting the spike is the real challenge, though, with the Odins. DRX this time don't
Now,
have
somehow
that
I've navigated that, bro. I'm rooting for Sentinels. I'm rooting for G2.
And they use that ult to guarantee the spike being planted. But what is the next layer? Because there's a lurk in mid, there's a wall holding it. Now
I feel like G2, if they ran Yoru Waylay, they could
once more.
own.
The wall is proc, but all eyes forward. Just in case there wasn't enough chaos, a couple rounds to go, a triple swing. Yeoman playing on the other side of the smoke.
Devastating.
There's not much left for DRX. I mean, they didn't really have the guns to begin with, but now swinging out onto it, freeing, left in a 1v3. And the defuse will come
8-4 is
through.
not the end of the world.
NRG, it was Brock.
They do have to play into a Vice now.
Brock has been building back into this half. NRG are down by 4 rounds, but they have started this momentum building. And it all comes down after this.
Dude, he's just a businessman at heart, Lobo, man. He's here to sell some units. And I respect it. I don't know who would run it on G2. Oh, man. Leaf used to do Jet for C9. Yeah, but Leaf also was like... See, I wouldn't really consider him the best Jet player right now. The reason he was on Jet was because he was a Chamber main. And then they picked him up during Chamber meta. And then Chamber meta died, so he had to play Jet. He was still, like, good on Jet. But he wasn't, like, 10s. Shiro's brother Leaf, bro. Sen honestly could do it as well. That's true.
Can NRG do it again? Can they pull off another outrageous comeback in the face of a team that looked...
Have you eaten? I had a little Starbucks sandwich.
In so many situations, Ender, I think that's a question that really DRX might be wondering themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. The last 5 rounds, NRG won 4 of them. But DRX have been in this position before. You think back to Haven, it was the same.
Sonny, I don't remember actually. I don't know if the Skies...
They ran away with it, winning the pistol, winning the bonus.
I don't remember if they were...
Speeding on forward.
Well, I don't know what happened actually.
And I've got to be honest.
So I know Ludwig's team, Moist, well, it was the Moguls, and then it combined with Moist,
13-0, I think 4-0,
and then they combined with Shopify.
Like
so now I think they're just under Shopify.
I will say, he cooled down like crazy. I mean, he finished
the Moist Moguls
15-8, I believe.
14-5, as a matter of fact. Hyunmin eclipsed him at the end of that one. Didn't even end up topping the charts. But I think when you look at him and you think clutch moments, impact rounds, other people will take the glory as duelists are taking all the fights. But he was the man for DRX.
Yeah, a ridiculous start for him. But I think you look at the other side of the stage, and we mentioned him prior to the half ending. Brock was the spark. Brock was the spark. He was a hero that NRG needed.
Guys, I will say this. I will say this.
And what a mess NRG
until the day I die in esports.
Absolutely. And it's funny too, because
we gotta stop making jerseys.
The other players on NRG are constantly stealing.
We have to stop making jerseys. Let's stop esports jerseys. We don't need them. We don't need esports jerseys. Okay. We're mocking them after like.
A dog to pave the way.
After like soccer jerseys.
Hyunmin was not able to find anything.
Could it be a second pistol in this?
We could make some dope merch.
On the backside of that either. A couple of sheriffs in their hands. Only Mako.
Like the 100T collared shirts were fire, bro.
Nobody inside of tree, so NRG are gonna have free reign to play this post plant up numbers.
I want to see like you don't need like this dry fit fight like. You know, material where it's like you're gonna be sweating on stage or something. Like, yeah, some people I guess might get a little sweaty. You could have it be a little like a little lightweight where it might be a little aerated in some parts, but you're not like drenched in sweat like a soccer player. You know, you're not running around. Look at the T1 uniforms. They'll play in jackets. Yeah, it's fire. Jerseys are also so loud compared to normal merch. No, but you could have all the sponsors on like a normal piece of merch, but have it be a dope piece of clothing. Like have it be some designer type stuff that's got like a cool design and everything, you know? I have the 100T collared shirt and it's so nice. Dude, I should have got one, man.
What is that, 2 pistols, 1 on the day for NRG?
Yeah, I mean, I think they've solved the best way to not lose the bonus is to just win the pistol.
Well, let's calm down. The last time they won a pistol, they promptly lost the round fight after.
Sure.
The hockey jerseys were cool. I agree. We gotta go away from this like the dry fit material of like current esports jerseys. I would literally rather have a t-shirt. Like I'd rather have like a normal t-shirt that's like a heavyweight tee and has like a bunch of graphic stuff on it that like looks cool and looks like streetwear or something. That isn't like, holy crap, it's a jersey. You know, it looks like we don't need those. No one's sweating like that. Like the reason you have jerseys is because the players wear them and then they sweat in them. Because they're running around a field. We're not running in esports, bro. Like, yeah, some people might get a little sweaty on stage. That's fair. Have a little bit of like subtle designs. Damn, those guys are dead.
Mata gets his kill. There's one more there, but he's so weak. A stiff breeze would knock him over.
Jeez, the dream.
For NRG. That is classy calling out of Ethan right there. Not taking a chance, not letting it slip away like it had back on Corrode.
I'm just gonna start making that in my own merch. And then we'll go from there.
That's exactly what Maku's going to be doing on the other side.
NRG wins this round, they win the game. I'm with that.
2 out of 3 kills for Brock, he didn't even see.
Oh,
yeah.
I'll get with that, Lobo, but I've disagreed with almost all your other takes.
Why not?
They need 7 rounds on defense to win.
4 rifles on this round. Could be the start of something.
Flashback hits.
NRG does have like decent. Oh,
the eye, but
TPO too.
Tagged up, has to TP away.
Saw him actually quick up on front B.
100% buy like an esports jacket over a jersey. Yeah.
Light armors, flashbacks, outlaw. It's going to be devastating.
They're use both TPs.
Once again, the site has to be given up. The space relinquished. Flashback with the line, a tap. Once more of the spike.
The Keo jersey, bro.
Just daring someone on NRG to swing him. Give him a chance. Take that fight. But
what if I just make a bunch of fake brands and put them on there?
Bundled up into Bend. Gonna force DRX to come into them.
Instead of Red Bull, it's Blue Rhino.
A ton of space on the site. They're gonna try to bully him off of it. But NRG not taking
just like have a bunch of like knockoff symbols on it.
Deciding to fight with strength. Fight with numbers. Sam gets his 2, but the flash messes everything up. Super joins in.
Okay, wait. NRG might win this game, guys.
And I don't think he can pull this one
The
off.
IRS.
NRG get a bonus of their own. The gap is now 1.
Oh, the Keos, bro. The Cheerios.
Exactly what they needed.
Keos, Cheerios.
Found something here. They don't have to fight so aggressively. There's not so much utility that DRX have to actually
the local
push them out of bench.
Keo PD, bro.
Like Mata had every single time on the C retake. Yeah, there might be that saturate, slow down out of the waylay, but oftentimes that's being used earlier in rounds.
Man. Let's go. Let's go.
What was that?
It tempered there. Out of Psalm surprises me.
Tempered but resolute. I think that was my
Yeah.
take from one of the veterans on this team, who's been on this stage.
Honey Nut Keos, bro.
Aggressive from DRX, they've taken A main control, and NRG glad.
Or I think of the tier 1.
Rotate away.
Yeah, NRG move away from the 1 gun on DRX. Still need to keep things clean.
Easier said than done. Satchel's out onto the site. Mod is there, turns the flash.
I'd let Keo nut in my honey. That is not a real chat message from one of my 1-year subscribers.
And yeah, no reason to overheat into the site. Again, very tempered approach. NRG can call these pauses.
Lucio O's, why not Keo O's? Exactly. Would it be Keo? I don't think it should be Keo O's, right? Or should it?
I mean,
that is probably better branding. Keo O's instead of Keos.
Around like this. And once again, Ethan navigates his
Lizard.
team into an MDA site finish.
Yeah,
DJ, think of the 13 months.
Even min-maxing, getting Ethan to get the spike down. We'll have his nightfall. in this round, presumably to use in the next.
I'd love to taste Kyo's honey nuts.
DRX realize that the rug has been pulled out from under them. So they all try to rotate over. I mean, do they commit into this fight? I mean, I guess why not? Really, or not really the DRX way to try otherwise.
Wow.
And that's going to process the Nightfall just on the other side of the eye. Hyunmin's able to get one. No weapon. Oh, there is a weapon upgraded. Excuse me. Scoob on the swing. And who else but the steady hands of Brock to put one away? But Bane.
Guys, it's too early for this,
can't
man.
Continue. Cannot convert. We're tied.
It is dead even here. DRX stole away to a 7-0 lead. And since that moment, 8-1 in NRG's favor. NRG are the comeback kings here in Paris. They did it to EDG.
I thought about doing a merch drop where we take a bunch of brands like the Cheerios and the Oreos like font and make some Kyo merch. Could we do that? I think we can sell like up to 300 before we get in legal trouble, so it'd be fine.
Just on the other side of the
I wonder if we did that instead of it being instead of like knockoff brands.
I mean, this is not elimination for IBG.
Wait, chat. Instead of like for the merch, we try to make like a coach jacket, but
I think DRX could have
and instead of like the brands,
right now NRG have
it's oh shoot, let me look up this piece of 100T merch. Let me show you this.
And that's been frustrating for them. But I wonder if DRX have a chance to maybe get someone posted up in front B in the mid rounds. You know, NRG have slowed down, they've frozen quite a few times. And I think it can be hard to refight into Mound or into A lobby when they're just sitting 4 bodies on that space. But maybe
They have like a they do have it.
The duelists, maybe a flashback with an operator in a future round. I'd like to see DRX toy with that possibility, or even have that front B pressure of opening doors.
This piece of merch
by flipping that switch and pinching back through.
Where it has like 100T thieves.
I'd like to see a world where it doesn't always come down to the retakes.
In like a bunch of different fonts. Instead of it being thieves though, it's Kyo. And then it's all in different like brands. So it wouldn't be like the knockoff brand where we do like Blue Rhino or something. Instead, it would just be like Kyo, but in the brand of like some brand that it would fit with.
Anywhere else on the map, so I think Hyunmin was perhaps worried at the inevitable.
You know, so it's like we take like the Oreos font and put like Kyo in the Oreos font, or like
a little bit of aggression here.
Honey Nut Cheerios, but it's Honey Nut Kyos, or just Kyos. But it's like in that.
Seize back control themselves with a fast play or a walk up.
We'd have to find all the brands that would work with. Cheetos, bro. So NASCAR, kind of like NASCAR.
Due to the fact that flashbacks,
but like all with Kyo.
Mata's got the attack up himself too, so both these teams
3 months later. Well, guys, I'm getting sued. No, dude. We just need to do a limited time merch drop, and I could sell maximum 300 units of that before I'd get in legal trouble.
Get antsy. Who's the first to make a misstep?
It's a pinch into B.
Even if the font is copyrighted.
Hear it, but it's not nearly enough information. Keep your eyes on Gunman in heaven.
He did not get tagged by
you can
He's gonna have a chance at this fight.
You can sell up to like 300 units
we'll buy a little bit
of something
with the hinder,
before like any sort of copyright trouble would happen. Yes, Mata! Dude, that's what we want. That's how they're winning this game.
They busted it down. DRX looking to take the site back. Bane and Mako trying to do their best, but it's Mata in a 1v1. 30 HP.
Now you know he's not sticking that.
In hand. The shot, but it's just off the mark. Pushes with the short.
No.
Reload, and Mako stands tall.
Can you actually copyright fonts?
The vet.
It depends on it. It depends on the brand.
They're evenly matched. It's off v off. It's pistol v pistol. But Mata didn't have the health. And Mako,
I mean, you could just like slightly alter it. Because it's not like a specific font. Like you could slightly change something of it and be like, it's not that, you know?
DRX. But it still came down to that one-on-one moment. And it's in the clutch like that where a player who has lived on this stage for 5 years will thrive.
Remember, we talked earlier in the series about how those moments are often the difference makers when you're talking about two teams.
Oreo font is not copyright. W. Yeah, maybe we just need to find the ones and then also just like slightly alter them so they're like somewhat recognizable, a clear parody, and then we wouldn't be in any trouble copyright-wise.
Will do well to stall out NRG and bring in the rotators.
Gosh, that Nightfall's gonna hit 4.
That's a huge amount invested right at the start of the round.
Are we hoping that
Plenty
wins?
of time to freeze,
Yeah.
plenty of time to reset right for it.
But the problem is, over on C, whereas previous rounds, DRX
How do I
had been
check my
quick to
pick'ems?
rotate, flashbacks operator awaits.
Oh gosh, he's gonna get challenged. The hand!
Time to jump.
He blows Ethan's hand right off. Now Flashback takes a quick step back. Mata trying to get a little revenge. Shows a hand of his own, and it's ill-advised.
Okay, I kind of want DRX to win, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Flashback alone might
I put DRX in the #1 seed here. In my pick'ems, bro. My pick'ems might be goated if DRX wins this,
Was there to clean him up.
and then NRG loses to EG in the lowers. I put NRG and Liquid in 3 and 4, bro, and I don't think that's far off from what could happen.
So sharp out of flashback. And it almost feels like NRG forgot how good this guy was back on Corrode. Right in the elbow.
Wow, that's crazy. Hit him in the arm.
Centimeters the difference in this round. If Ethan lives, NRG can
Oh, Liquid and NRG would have won.
They wanted instead.
No, guys, you have to be realistic with NA, okay? We're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it in every team or in every pool.
Other side of the map. This time
NRG was the chosen one for me that didn't make it. I'm sorry. I put going through in Group A.
Now how do we deal with
Here, during this
flashback
timeout, we
off?
can look at I can show you my pick'ems.
It was so much. I mean, there was so much value that he got out of that thing.
I have Paper X and Sentinels.
Yeah, you know, maybe
Going over XLG and GX.
maybe the second one was a bit.
MIBR and Fnatic, which I think this one's almost guaranteed to happen. Maybe not exactly in this order, but like this one's pretty much guaranteed.
Ultimately, they just got checkmated. All the utility DRX had
If
over
DRX
on
wins, there's a very realistic
NRG seen
chance that this is the
DRX
exact
so many
placement of
times
the
in
entire
rounds
Group
that they
C.
didn't want to re-hit A, but you can't afford
And
to go
then
swinging
Group
back
D,
over into C light with two
G2,
players.
Heretics. I think this
Not
is
gonna be there. You're gonna need to invest the proper
not. This
utility.
isn't the exact seeding because Heretics actually beat G2, which I didn't expect. But they're both gonna make it, I think.
Area of attack for NRG. But this could get messy. With DRX
You had
having three
MIBR
players
making
in
it?
sand,
You didn't?
They could open up the
They're in a
door.
pool with R, Q, and BLG, bro. They're not losing.
This looks so fast. The flash on the other side. Meanwhile, a fight on both fronts. Mata's the one who wins it out. Weathering the storm. And then they speed up B.
Unbelievable. NRG still have lurkers on each
Yes.
side of the map too. So the slower
And they're
this retake
still
is, the
behind,
better it looks for
Lobo.
NRG.
They're still
DRX must
behind.
act quickly.
They're going to scale up. Remember, Mata took that aggro heaven fight.
No.
Yeah.
Lobo, you don't
It's all about
understand.
putting this pressure down. Mata needs to show that force up
The
into
difference
heaven.
between regions
Like,
at this level is
Back
massive.
with the team.
Love that nade. Actually drops it back. Trying to take this fight. Flashback. Beautiful flash. Beautiful kill. Flashback gets another. DRX snatched the side out of their hands. The two lurkers that you mentioned are going to show up too little, too late. Scuba's going to try his best, but he will fall. DRX get to 11.
Just a picture-perfect retake out of DRX.
Oh, MIBR is coming off the
Seemed
worst
NRG didn't
performance
even know what to do with the site
performances
once
ever.
they had it. It seemed like it was too
Yeah,
easy for
and
them
they're
to get
due,
on it.
bro.
The speed
They
at which
got put
took it
in one of the best
and then
pools,
fight up
or one
in
of the
heaven,
most
meant there was
doable
no time
pools.
for their lurkers to go anywhere. They're both quaking in their boots.
Everyone's scared of
Not wanting to walk
Aspas,
into
man.
flashbacks off. Bane with the operator.
You're forgetting, Lobo. You're entirely forgetting the amount of international fear of God that Aspas puts into people.
But this time, no aggro Yoru follow.
And it's not that like he has to carry the team in order to win, but the aura he emits makes an international team that doesn't have to play against him all the time fear, and they play worse.
Around, they'd have to dig deep.
You got to think about these things, man.
This is the one you
I might
can't
be the
let
guy
slip
that hits the
away.
100%.
DRX have another chance to make it out of groups, continue that flawless streak going. This is the one to do it.
Wait, if I get 100% on the
called in flashback, called in 2 members.
on the pick'ems,
hold arm in arm. Here comes the hit.
Clearing the eye. Flashback!
or could I get 100% in the pick'ems if I don't get the exact seed? If I just get the right team that makes it each
Slow
time?
down. No, it doesn't. The Waylay ultimate, NRG, hold their ground.
I wonder if that would work or not. No, it's like it has to be exact. Damn, it's not happening then.
And now Brock has the Odin.
The only one that I
Brock
might
has the
have
Odin.
missed then is the G2
And whenever
versus
that's in
Heretics.
play, NRG have a chance.
This time, NRG are ready. That quick rotation.
Yeah, Giant
DRX.
X is also in the wrong spot
They
as
tried to
well.
filter 3 players back into the site. NRG shut it down beautifully.
G2 can still make it though.
getting the Waylay
They can
ult
still
on the
qual,
other
but they're
side
just
is
not going to
just
be number 1.
The cherry on top to the round.
I had Sen in second. I need to have him.
Because now, in
I needed to
crunch time,
flip
looking at
GX
11
and I needed to
rounds to
flip
9.
Heretics
We're looking
and
at 4
G2.
more.
And that actually might
rounds
be
to play
like
regulation.
what happened.
The ultimates are the talking point. And you look at DRX. Okay, Omen ult, whatever.
We'll see
One
though.
off
I mean,
the
we're not
board.
even in
They'll have
knockouts
one
yet.
big round, but Bane is far off. The rest of the team is far away.
Only Group A
NRG
could be
have
100%
Ethans
for me.
the next round.
Nice.
Brock and Mata both
I could have
leading
Group
off.
B
This is where you
100%
can
and I
start
could have Group C
string these
100%.
back to back to back.
If
Build
DRX
off of
wins.
these ultimates to win the critical gun buys.
Now I'm rooting for DRX, bro.
Swing rounds at the end of the half.
I do really like the way they're playing though. They've brought a new meta in.
Mako had no idea what hit him. Brock's positioning there was just so good. and Bane was met a similar fate.
Did you have PRX make playoffs, Gio? Yeah.
And so now
I have them in the number 1.
Side. Yep. 2 rounds. 2 rounds to make it to the playoff stage.
Sports betting VCT
this
sponsors
round
win.
21 is the big deal.
Didn't they?
Right? We're talking
Aren't they
DRX,
currently
they got a
sponsored?
bye coming into this one.
Or
Very
they
likely
no,
to
they
be
opened up the
Warhol
restriction.
versus,
They opened up the
Ethan's
restriction for
Fatal on the other
esports
side of
organizations
things.
to have
If DRX do not convert
sports betting
onto this,
sponsors.
those ults like I talked about are going to
But
start
it's
becoming a big
not
talking point. DRX's
by
money is not
VCT.
going to be great either. They need to stop NRG on this round now, or the snowball becomes a very real possibility.
I asked this question at the beginning.
I'll
of
be
the half,
honest,
and I think it's worth asking
them
once more.
allowing that sponsor is
NRG
probably going to keep
Can they
esports
pull
alive.
off another ridiculous comeback? We expect them to crumble eventually, right? Because how
Like-
many times can a team get away with this? But
It's a
lo and
bummer,
behold, they're still in a
but
fight late in these series, late in these maps.
This is a team that has full trust in one
it's because they're
another.
still in the group
Really
stage,
dig deep, have that
Zyth.
grit,
When they get to
have
top
that
8,
drive.
they move to a different arena. It's to
get
save
the
money
job
on
done.
venues. They
And
have a
job's
much
not done
cheaper
right now.
venue for this, and then they go to an
This is
insane
the
one
round
for
that
the
will swing
top
it all.
8. Or is it top 4? I don't even know. They might only go for top 4.
Round has been his domain, but Mata shuts him out.
Good move, just sad to
He had a
see.
shot at it too. Try snapping up, cannot connect. And now, full gas forward. Prowler
Yeah,
out,
wild, bro,
Satchel
me
too, but
next.
the paranoia in exchange for Mako might be good enough. Mata gets
Oh.
blocked. Clothesline. Oh. Connects
Just
with
takes the shot? I mean, there was a fade tether, but still, damn, what a shot.
Ethan gets a spike down. Brock delivers.
All right.
NRG get to 10.
Oh, dude, this is going to overtime. I already can see
What
it.
a call out from NRG. They know this operator's been seized. They call for the boost up play. That's not a hunt. He's not playing on information. That is him seeing for just a half second. Flashback on the other side. And then the speed up into the rest of the side. Everything is working for NRG.
They thrust their star in a position to make a play, and now look at the buy for DRX. It's horrid.
The one saving grace, DRX didn't end up using the dimensional drift, so we'll have that for the next round. But as I said, Ray's ult online.
Oh, 100%.
Use it to guarantee this if they must. To bring things back to even.
No real information of what's happening elsewhere on the map.
This is a tough round to call. NRG have a very close wall behind them guarding their flanks. They tap the door to threaten B. They have no lurk or anything to pivot back to in the round. They were hoping not to meet this same level of resistance
Yeah.
on the C site.
And the truth is, they don't.
They're not going to expect 3 people on site with all the Vice Util. Yower's backside.
There's the paint shells from Auto. We saw
With a
this
Stinger. He
against
can
the
only get 1
stacked
max,
DRX
2.
had back on the eco.
We got Stingers and
This time
Buckies.
they're playing more
If
spread.
DRX wins this round, that would
If it
be
is that the 2
crazy.
Buckies that are on the board are not there. But it's still Stingers, and it's still DRX. Flashback has to get out.
Yeah, flashback gone.
The rocket not
Mata with the
connecting.
choke.
But they're trying to force their way out onto the site. Mata playing around it. Som fills in. And now it's just the 2 Buckies that remain. Hyunmin down to 5 HP. The dust settles. And it's NRG in full control. But DRX never counted out. Looking for a free one with the Bucky. A stray bullet. Chance. But it's not
No, Red Bull's
there.
one of the greatest
NRG
companies.
pull off another comeback. Ender, I can't believe I'm saying this. We're tied.
I'm incredibly biased,
11,
but
11.
Red Bull is like Red Bull is and has been my favorite, my favorite company to work
Both
with.
these teams following very different trajectories. NRG on the up and up. DRX bombing out in stage 2 playoffs. But
It
at the
could,
end of the
Lobo,
day,
for sure.
These are 2 squads built around a key veteran, Ethan versus Mako, the IGLs, and then so much fresh blood, young talent. And it's been the young talent that has been stepping up, and it will be the young talent to determine which of these 2 squads will advance.
Oh,
Hyunmin tries to
that's
TP away and he's
crazy. He didn't get the TP out.
One of those names drops in a pivotal round.
Just from like a marketing standpoint,
step up.
Red Bull's
There's another young
insane. They do so
blood
many cool things.
who can fill in.
They're like not
Flashback
even
has
an
not shown
energy drink
this
company
look.
at this point. They're
Pushed up
just
into a
massive.
lobby. He has destroyed
Hit a TP,
NRG
he's
when
just
they
in
tried
smoke,
to
yeah.
weak him. They have not succeeded to do so.
Crosshair heavy. Position given away.
He's once more.
You lunatic!
He's nuts!
Punishes Ethan!
That's crazy.
He has.
But I mean,
had
that's the
Ethan's
plays
number
that's
all day
allowing
long.
them to beat NRG, and that's honestly the plays that's also NRG's like opening up rounds on DRX, like going for crazy plays like
Paranoia will
that.
buy a little bit of time, but doesn't connect onto everyone. And now the Visol to buy a little space. Green might not have been tagged. Oh, he was. So they're gonna
Wait,
get
what
the
is
site
that
for
from,
free.
Aves?
It'll be a 4-on-4 retake, but Flashback has the dimensional drift. He will have full information of where NRG are playing.
That's what I thought. I thought it was
He's got a shorty. Pops the ult. Ventures forth. Looking to pick a target. Looking for a name to
Did you watch
claim.
The Office fully, Aves?
And it's Bane who falls first.
Oh my
And
gosh,
there it
Flashback
is.
gets one
Some
with the shorty. Mata.
falls.
Oh
NRG
my
still
gosh, what is
number 3.
happening?
Mako so far away from the play. It's Flashback on his own. 3 on the round. Scuba puts him out. NRG gets a series.
Every
Point.
sequence. Okay, dude.
They did it in their global debut against CDG. And now,
What's his name in freaking
teetering
Silicon Valley?
on the
Brian, the
precipice.
billionaire. No, Brian's his name in The
NRG.
Office. What's his name in? What's the billionaire
the
in
surprise team of stage 2.
Silicon Valley?
From disappointing finishes in kickoff and stage 1 to the roster shuffle.
Yeah, the 3 comical.
Stepping into
Anyway,
the
that
IGL
actor
role, and now to Brock,
is in The Office at in the last
27
season,
and 15.
and he's like
One
a very
more round is all
serious
they
character, or not very serious, but like just more.
Everyone
Whatever.
around the world asking,
I
when
can't
do
take him
NRG
seriously,
die?
bro, because all I can think about is
When have they had enough? When will they
these are not the
fold?
doors of a billionaire, Richard.
Yet they find themselves up around. They find themselves at sea once more. They find themselves staring down 3 members
Don't
of
go like
DRX,
this. With
a
this.
full bed of
With
utility,
this.
and a tap of the door.
And things aren't pretty for DRX. You see a couple of stingers. You see a judge in Mako's hand. Flashback is the sole vandal for the team.
Oh,
and he's
man.
been the hero. He's in the right spot right now. NRG want to go for another C-pop, and he is here and waiting.
Dude, they are just hitting C over and over and over again. One on site. Okay, Omen
They're
flash.
doubling down on it.
4? No, only 3 people in
It's
sight.
still just a push and pull. It's a pump.
You're right at TP way. Fatal comes out.
One
Ethan.
player actually tagged on that.
Yeah, and now they can speed up. They're gonna have this C side if they go, and go they do. Freeing.
Dude, that util on backside is just unbeatable. All right, GG. GG.
The young star.
Wait! Flashback still alive. Be scared. He has no util though. They almost lined up. Wow!
NRG proved that you cannot kill what you did not create. For the very first time in org history, welcome to the champs playoff stage.
They made it, bro. And they ruined my pick'ems again, bro.
A shocker of a map 3 here in Paris. NRG were
I had a chance to have every team make it.
It looked like
NRG ruined it, but you know, I'm down. I'm down.
But in similar
I'm glad.
form to that comeback against EDG.
Dude, insane comebacks. If they just start off that hot, it's over.
Superpower to have on the global stage.
Jeez.
Think about NRG's year. People questioned how they do in playoffs domestically. They walk in 4-1, yeah, but
that is insane.
I mean, they have to place.
That is insane.
From the top
GG's,
four,
GG's.
to make it. I mean, they've got to find a way through. Was their group weak? They continue to answer the call every step.
All right, guys.
It is wild how much the conversation changed around NRG over the course of the year. The roster changes, and now what they have accomplished here.
Few announcements while this wraps up. I'm gonna put out a tweet real quick.
Continue to get away with it. They continue to silence doubters. They continue to silence haters.
You remember this was a team that at the start of the year in the offseason.
Can we get our payout? I got you.
They took down Gen G. They won that
NRG actually does it, bro.
They could be world beaters. That was very much not the case. It has now come
So many channel points on the line for this, by the way. And NRG barely closes it. Let's do it.
The most nail-biting fighting fashion possible.
And the way they did it, man, they didn't do it off of Mata carrying them.
Insane payout.
You think about it's just an unreal
over 1 million channel points.
She's standing by with Ethan for the Verizon post-match interview.
En playoffs et je suis avec Ethan pour en discuter. Ethan, congratulations for
Dude,
massive win.
good for NRG, man. Good for NRG. That's so hype.
You are in playoffs, so first of all, congratulations. My first question is going to be about those two insane comebacks that you managed to pull out on both Corrode and here on Lotus. So do you want to speak about it? Like how
so we have Giant X
and
NRG now into the finals. Confirmed. And then tomorrow we confirm 2 more teams. And then on Friday we start knocking them out, baby.
And composure, I think, were the 2 big words today.
I think this is a very nice recipe indeed. Donc on a vu que ça a été compliqué pour vous. Corode, Lotus, ils ont fait 2 comebacks de fou. Donc d'où est-ce cette résilience? Est-ce qu'ils ont l'habitude d'être menés en scrim? Et bah oui, je pense qu'on l'a vu sur les 2 maps. Il y a eu beaucoup de résilience, beaucoup de focus, de calme aussi. Et c'est ça qui nous a permis évidemment de remonter. Second question, I had your mom for an interview earlier on during the match, and she said that she thought you were at your prime. So do you agree with her? How have you been feeling individually, like recently, and also as an IGL?
Yeah, the team gives me a lot of confidence in my IGLing, even though I'm a little new to it, but learning and couldn't do without my teammates.
Of course, and always a nice word for your
teammates. Let's go.
Il est passé IGL cette année, Ethan. Donc comment est-ce que ça se passe? Est-ce qu'il est d'accord avec sa maman? Est-ce qu'il est à son prime? Eh ben, oui, mes teammates me font me sentir archi en confiance. J'aime beaucoup ce rôle d'IGL en plus. Donc je m'éclate. And last question, which teammate do you want to give props to? If you had to pick like one of them, who are the proudest of today?
We'll watch him after the interview.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
You need to pick one.
Just from today, probably Sam. I think Sam gave everyone a lot of confidence, even when we were down, obviously. We were down a lot, and he brought us back.
Yeah, we saw some good comms also from Sam indeed. Et enfin, de quel teammate es-tu le plus fier aujourd'hui? Lequel pour toi le plus carré? Bah Sam, il a ramené de l'énergie à l'équipe au moment où on en avait le plus besoin. Et je pense que c'est aussi essentiellement grâce à lui qu'on a gagné. Thank you very much, Ethan. Congratulations again. Merci de nous avoir suivis. That's it for us on the stage for today. Let's toss it back and wrap it up with our analyst desk. See you tomorrow.
What a ridiculous series that is. In just a moment, we will be joined. A little bit of a homecoming, I think, for Coach Bonka. But for now, I've got Tom here with me. That is not the result I expected after the first 7 rounds.
All right.
No, for sure. It was, again, the same sort of dominant.
2 things real quick. Let me pull up that tweet you just sent me. And then let me pull up Really good job editing, man. How long did it take? Hey, you know me. 0 keybinds. We day trading in 2021? Yeah. Not day trading, but it was like week trading-ish. I don't know. Why is this not allowing me to pause? All right, cool. All right. Let me change my title on Twitch first. Cool. All right, few things we gotta do. A few things. Wow. That was crazy. Let's see. Put an announcement out. Sorry, let me. I'm announcing in Discord as well, real quick. I need to do like the Discord time. Copper drop. Oh my gosh, they can't drop more final mouse. Oh, it's $175. Oh, that's fire. It ain't bad though. That's true. Oh, my mouse is $50. Yeah, but is it also the lightest mouse on the market? All right. All right, chat. You may have already seen this on Twitter if you clicked the link or if you have my notifications turned on, but if not, all good. We will watch this tweet together, and then we'll also watch another Twitter clip. Then we'll get into the rest of the content for the day. Here is the announcement. I owe the IRS a little over $60,000. In 2021, I was trading a lot on the stock market and made a decent amount of money. A lot of that I sold to pay for the down payment of this house. I thought I reported everything correctly, but apparently I didn't. Due to the negligence on my part, I got a letter at the beginning of this year that I owe the IRS over $400,000. I did not make $400,000 in 2021. I didn't even make $60,000 in 2021. Due to capital gains tax, interest, and living in California, I now owe the US government more than I made in the stock market in 2021. Now, I'm in a very fortunate position where this hasn't totally ruined my life or anything. I do have options, but they kind of all suck. There are a lot of more important causes and devastating things happening around the world in comparison to me having to pay my taxes. However, in the recent series I did, the punishment I have to do for losing is an IRS-a-thon, similar to a subathon. So, starting this Friday, I will be streaming indefinitely until the timer on my stream hits 0. I don't expect to make anywhere near what I owe in taxes. I want to make this a fun event for the community and that to be the main focus. And yes, I am raising money to help pay off some of my IRS debt, but I also recognize that I'm in an incredibly fortunate position and don't really want to take advantage of that. So I hope to see you for a really fun community event on Friday. I thought IRS-a-thon meant countdown until you got raided by the government. I just don't pay my taxes and wait until they take the house. And we just 24/7 stream until that. I like that. That's good. That's W. Wait, also Cam posted this tweet. He said showing the replay system. W, thanks, bro. I'm kind of thrown off by it. I feel like then I just want the POV. But I mean, it's just showing off the replay system, I guess. The util cam is nice. I like seeing like where the shock dart lands. Like that part is cool. Can you change POVs? Yeah, you can change POVs. You can change everything in the replay system. Best of luck, my tax evading goat. Yeah, no, that's awesome. Those are great comments on the Twitter post. I have played with the replay system already. I did a play test for it, but we couldn't get people together for it. I was gonna do like a whole video on it. I only did a short. Yeah, I only did a short form piece of content on it. So, okay, guys, we have a few options today. Basically, today, in the next few hours, I want to make a video that'll go on Keo Plus to announce the IRS-a-thon. So it shouldn't be a Silva Speedrun episode. It should be something different. We have a couple options. I'm trying to think what we could do or what the options are, but we're gonna get on Randy because you're gonna start making videos. Yeah, first time, I know. Pretty exciting. Yeah. So with the IRS-a-thon, it kind of all came together yesterday, but I obviously, because I just watch partied, I now have watch party. Holy cow. I now have watch party access. So I will be doing VCT watch parties every day during the IRS-a-thon as well, which is great. So I actually will be starting the IRS-a-thon on Friday at 6 a.m. with the first game because I have drops enabled on the 19th, the 20th, the 21st, and the 22nd. So if that, yeah, so I'll be up early. I'm going to be starting my streams early. I'm actually going to be awake for it. So I'm actually going to be, tomorrow, I'm probably also just going to watch the second game like we did today, where I just hop in at 9, get a little extra sleep, start to slowly acclimate my schedule to that. And then on Friday, I'll go live at 6, and I'll probably be half here. I'll be honest. I'll probably be half here, because I'm going to be, like, in and out. Oh, man. What is my sub badge? It looks like Fruity Pebbles and Milk. Rock climbing holds. It does kind of look like Fruity Pebbles and Milk now that you say that. Anytime before 10 a.m. is a fever dream to me. Yeah, no, that's kind of my thought as well. So I need to slowly make that happen. Did I do pick'ems on this account? I don't think I did. Frick. IRS sounds really fun. Kind of happy we don't have it where I live. Yeah, that would be awesome. The way that I wouldn't have to worry about life if we didn't have to pay taxes. Oh, let's play some music though. Okay, wait. So we need to figure out what video we're gonna record today. I have a few ideas. So Costco not today then, correct? We could go to Costco potentially later today, but it would be a little bit later in the afternoon. We also really, really, really need to review and finish recording a video. Amazing. Now you might have to solo Costco. You have to solo queue Costco. Holy Costco dinner? I'm always down. I love Costco. Don't get me wrong. I love Costco, okay? But also, if we want to go to Costco at a time where it's not a zoo, we need to go at like before like 4 p.m. And I don't think I'm gonna be able to go before 4 p.m. today. So it's either we fight the war together, or you solo queue. Guys, just randomly, I played freaking 5 games of Brimstone and also changed all my settings. So I need to change a few settings. No reason. I don't know how that. And I'll be okay if I'm learning lineups, we assume. Of course. Yes. Don't look at my keybinds, Lobo. I think you might throw up. Broken Avenue. I see demons and they tell me congratulations to the ovation. Using a key so close and useful for inspect is actually insane. Yeah, okay. If I was redoing my keybinds with my knowledge of Valorant now, I would have not done these keybinds. And I could probably retrain myself, but I'd be undoing 5 years of gameplay. So, keybinds. But did you ever put inspect so close? Because I like inspecting, bro. I'm sorry, are we gonna try to rank check here, Aves? Like, it works. I don't use, here's the thing. I don't use my thumb to press many keys. I started using my thumb to press inspect. And now I probably have unlocked the ability to press my V and C and maybe B with my thumb. I used to never do that though. I jump with the base of my thumb. Yeah. Sometimes if I'm moving around, I use my thumb to press C if I'm mid pressing WASD. I don't like take my index finger off of D and then go down to C because I have like C on C is like my grenade, like raise grenade or something. So if I ever need that, that's also why I have a foot pedal foot pedal is also for C, so. Okay. All right, before we start today real quick. Do I have the battle pass? I have the battle pass in this account, right? W. You mainly use your spacebar to jump or mouse wheel? I use both. I use my mouse wheel for when I'm B-hopping, but I use space to jump normally. I think I gotta put an Iron Buddy on one of these, and then the Immortal Buddy on the other. I'm gonna put the Iron Buddy on the Judge. Let's take it off the Vandal. Also have an Ascendant Buddy. That's fun. Why did you buy a bundle on this account? I've been buying the recent bundles on this account when I've done the videos for the skins. When it's like, trying the new Bubblegum Death Wish skins. I just bought them on this account. Because I just don't want to play my main. I'm genuinely just done playing on my main. And until I do another series or I push for Radiant, and I'm gonna do it on a delay, and then it's only gonna take me like max. It's gonna take me less time to hit Radiant than it will be to do another speed run. You know. So I want to do all the videos that I want to do on this account, and like I want to get this account back to like Immortal 1 at least, Immortal 1, Immortal 2, and just be like messing around and playing in the normal lobbies that I play in. You know, where we just like have fun. We're still trying hard. I'm trying to rank up. And like, if I get to the point on this account where I'm like, hey dude, we're close to pushing Radiant, I'll try to push for Radiant or whatever, but I'm not going to add a delay. I'm never going to add a delay. If people stream snipe me, it's fine. I don't care. Like, I don't want to care enough about it, but I'm not going to make like a crazy series pushing for Radiant on Randy. I don't think so. It's just been way more fun to me since I've like, I don't know, just not that I'm not trying in these games or anything, but just like not caring as much is like way more fun. So unfortunately. Okay. Let's go to the practice range and jump around. Wait, how many agents do I have right now? Dude, I need to get freaking Waylay, man. I don't have Waylay unlocked right now. I might have to just buy this instead of Kingdom credits because I want to play Waylay right now. I have Yoru and Raze, which are like agents that I normally... Wait, do I not? Yeah, I have Yoru. Okay, I was going to say. Yoru, Viper, Raze, Sage. I have almost all the agents I want to play. Gecko. The only agent that I would really want to play on this account that I don't have is probably like Neon and Chamber. And Clove, honestly. I do like playing Clove. Why isn't the IRS-a-thon at 6 a.m.? Why does it say 12? Because I'm going to start the timer at 12. But I'm going to get on stream at 6. You know his Game Pass on Randy? I did, and then it ran out. Let's go to the practice range. All right. We have two options for video ideas here. I have thoughts.
My ultimate's ready.
Sounds good, Mel.
My ult's ready.
I do really like this knife, though, I will say.
Satchel out. Satchel out.
So,
Satchel out.
while I randomly satchel around here,
Satchel out. Satchel out.
does Costco not offer pickup? Does it? I didn't think it did.
My ult's ready.
Wow. Just a one take for the super boost.
Satchel out. Satchel out.
They deliver, but I don't think they do pickup. Are you lonely? Okay, let's not get too distracted here. Let's stay on topic. Okay, we need to record a video. The video is mainly for, like the actual video doesn't really matter as much. The video is to promote the IRS-a-thon on Keo Plus and let people know, hey, this is what's happening. Let the YouTube people know what's going on and the plan, because most likely they won't know as much. The title and thumbnail isn't going to be at all related to that. We're just going to announce it in this video, but it should be something that's a little different, or a little, like, not a Sova speedrun episode, because that just seems like, you know, there might not be a lot of people that, like, click on that, in comparison to, like, a different idea or a different video. So, we have two kind of options, and I'm wondering which ones sound more interesting right off the rip, okay? Option one, I could try to play Killjoy only for a few games, and try my old Killjoy setups and see which ones still work. We could do a little like trial and testing as the Killjoy guy and say trying my old Killjoy setups to see what still works. So that could work. That's one of the options. Or I find a duo. And we try what DRX just ran in VCT. And we try to duo Waylay Yoru in comp. Because I feel like that could be a little more fun. I feel like that's more topical and could be a better thumbnail title. But I need to... I need to find a duo. And Elite's not back from work until 6. Lobo's not here until 3. Get Tuanto with you, bro. That would be so funny. All right, fine. We'll get Aves to hop on. Yeah, because I wanna play Waylay. I've been playing more Waylay recently, so I need somebody who's like a decent Yoru player. Gotta do everything, bro. Yeah, no. Aves on the grind, man. Garza might be on. He also might be asleep. Let's check. I'm not going to TGS. I almost did, but I didn't have time to. Alright. I don't have anyone added on... Not anyone. I see Dad Fat here. I don't have any of the usual suspects added on this account. Let me pull up Discord real quick. Do the duo method. Go to a DM. Let's see. Garza's playing Valorant. Oh, sweet. Hey Keo, it seems like you're looking for someone to play with you. We actually have an LFG channel in the official Keo Discord that helps you find a teammate. Can we get a timeout on this Aves guy? Everyone says hi. Your plague? You have leprosy? Oh, that's fun.
I love
Wait.
love being allergic to mosquitoes. Woo!
Dude, chat, do you see this?
I love being allergic to mosquitoes. Holy moly, it's so fun. And then everyone goes, everyone's allergic to mosquitoes. Oh yeah?
Did you get a bunch of those last night?
Oh, these are all from your parents.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, no, oh my gosh, I'm getting ready.
That is crazy. That sucks. I'm sorry.
So weird.
She just go airsofting?
That's what it looks like.
Paintball. Holy. Dude, I might have to log on my main account to find what account Garz is on. It says he's online playing Valorant. Your parents released mosquitoes on her? Yeah. They released them. Dude, I've hit 3 out of 4 super boosts I've tried. Release the hounds. Crap. Okay, how do I do the thing where you like throw the thing mid dash? Can't you? Can you not? I thought there's a way to throw it faster, like right after you come out of a dash. Waylay's so much fun though. Can you still do it? I think you can still do some animation cancel. I think there's a faster way to pull out like your gun and slow at the same time. I could be wrong. No, I think there's a slight... It's not a crazy animation cancel. But there's something that... I think there's a way to do it slightly faster. Like, that one was faster. Did you see that? I swear that one was faster. I think you pull out your gun first. Yeah. If you pull out your gun first. You'll pull out your gun faster and the slow comes out faster. So if you go boom, boom, gun, then the slow. Versus... Maybe it's not that different? Hold up. It looks like it is. That looks faster, right? Versus just... Maybe it's not that faster? Nah, that's definitely faster. Okay. This is it without it. Okay? Without it, I'm just spamming my slow ability, right? Without it again. Spamming the slow ability. Okay, now with it, I'm pulling the gun out first and then spamming the slow ability. I don't think I did it there. I don't know. That one would look better. I feel like it is. I could be wrong though. No, that one was definitely faster. Trying to do? Waylay Yoru. Think it's just placebo? Okay, it might just be placebo. No, because I'm... Let's try to have like... Wait, maybe I'll just do a single dash so we can kind of see the timing. So if I'm... If I do a single dash up and throw the slow there, I like hit the ground way before it. Like okay, wait, we gotta have it be like incredibly consistent. There needs to be like a setup for this to test it. So if I like sit in, I don't know, this corner, it doesn't have to be a crazy lineup. But if I just right click and then tap Z, I'm gonna be looking at this little corner every time from this corner, okay? So we just like right click, tap Z. Pay attention to what the timing of that. Like where everything lands in the time that I hit the ground. Okay, it seemed like the same, I think. It looked the same there, and I think I did it that time. Yeah, I think it's the same. Okay, cool. That's good. That's good. It's not an extra input then. I can just focus on... Yeah, we need to go find Garza in the rank queues though. Okay, let me... It might be better for me to literally just go log in my main account real quick. He didn't respond on Discord, so I'll just log in real quick and see if he's in a game on his main. Money selling your hair. Yeah, even if it is faster, it's probably not worth to like do if it's an extra input and it only saves like a frame or two. Kyo is 30% of all high elo players. True. Oh. Are you gonna copy DRX set strats, or are you just gonna call the DRX in because that's how they play? I think we're just gonna try to duo together and like combo as much as we can. Where like I dash in, try to find somebody, and then he Yoru flashes out, Yoru clones out. Oh, it says he's online playing comp, but he's actually not. Wait.
What if he blocked you because he doesn't want to play with you?
That's true. That definitely could be it as well.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to hurt your feelings, so he blocked you.
He's probably out there flipping burgers. Our In-N-Out guy. Wait, why did I sign out? I should have just checked my friends list. For other people. See who's online first before I... I love the finals here. It's so fun. Silence. Thank you for the tier 1. All right. Open one time. Replay download's kind of dumb. Oh, yeah, they're a little... It's a little weird for sure. So I'm just looking at who's online right now and seeing who is potentially available to be the Yoru. Oh, man. It might be a move. Low key. Low key, high key. It might be a move to like wait for Lobo to get back because he plays a lot of Yoru. And he's... And then I could review the video stuff with Aves and then just do a second stream later today. We could do that. That might actually be the move. That way I could also shower and stuff. Yoru's strong now? Yoru's always strong. He's the best duelist in the game. Maybe the best agent in the game. Only ready for review up to Siege, but I don't think you'd really have comments past a few minutes anyway. Okay. I think that's probably the move. Belt. I got you good. I got Donald. Thoughts on going to Costco now? Okay. Okay. I think that's a move, guys. I think I do a little second stream. I wasn't going to split up the streams today, but you know what? I can, so let's do it. Watch party went great today. Tomorrow, pull up again. I think I'm just going to watch the second match. I also, actually, there might be a chance that I just start on Friday. But I also want to try to get up earlier tomorrow. So if I'm up tomorrow at like 8 or 9, I'll get on and we'll watch the game. Because what's the match tomorrow? Hi, Finn. Hey, buddy. Good to see you. The second match, I think, is the more interesting one tomorrow. tomorrow, Heretics versus T1. I believe T1 is going to like mop the floor with T1, or sorry, Heretics is going to mop the floor with T1. So I don't think that game's going to be very close. And then we have Fnatic versus MIBR. Both of those games, the winner quals to champs. The loser goes to the finals of the bracket. So no teams are getting eliminated tomorrow. And I don't have to watch party or anything. It's not like I'm obligated to. I would like to because I want to watch the matches. So maybe MIBR? Yeah, exactly. So, okay. Plan tomorrow. I also might there's a good chance I just take all of tomorrow off if I'm going to start early on Friday. Especially if I'm going to be on for potentially a week or two. If that happens. We'll see. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll end the stream right now. And I'll be back later to play with Lobo, hopefully. And he'll be the Yoru to my Waylay, and we'll try some DRX combos. It'd be fun. All right, guys. Yeah, I'll see you guys in a few hours, and I'll be back in a bit. No, Aves, we can hop on real quick, I think, and then I can go to Costco, and then I'll be back around like 2 hours-ish, maybe 3 hours, 3 or 4. Sounds good? All right, guys. Good night. Not good night. I'm used to ending my stream in the evening. Good morning still. All right. See you guys in a bit.